Anyway, people, I made a video about how Hassan's going to be a co-host for a podcast, a political podcast with Ethan. That'll probably last about 4 episodes. And people are upset. Of course, Hassan's a big creator, so there's a lot of crossover. So they told me to give it a shot, and maybe I will while I try to play this game. One thing that bothered me about the comments, maybe I communicated something incorrectly, or maybe people are just desperate to not understand what I'm saying, is that I have a problem with the current conditional welfare system because it basically says, hey, listen, if you're poor, you get money, which makes sense. But in unhealthy local economies with not a lot of job opportunity, if you're told that you'll get welfare if you make under a certain amount of money, it discourages you from trying to do better because there's already not a lot of job opportunity in the area. UBI needs to be fixed, or excuse me, our welfare system needs to be fixed. I like UBI because it's an unconditional wealth system that will allow people to actually work harder while also putting more money into the communities to strengthen those communities. It's a big bang for your buck thing. And my criticism in that video was that Hassan doesn't like UBI for ridiculous reasons. But somehow you guys decided that I was making a conservative talking point, which is incredible. So either I did a bad job communicating, or you guys are just not actually listening to what I'm saying. Anyway, let's give it a shot on increased speed, of course, while we wait for this queue. Wow. That's also...
Welcome, everybody!
That's loud.
To the leftovers! The wait is over!
That's right.
With me, welcoming to the H3 family and our $3 million set. We spared no expense, Hassan Piker.
Thank you. Thank you for...
I'm assuming it's not really $3 million. So I don't know. I guess that's like a weird joke. I'm just not understanding.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm ready to... Okay.
We plugged you too. Go ahead, show us his socials again.
I'm ready to...
See that?
Oh,
We'll
look
plug
at
that.
that.
Oh yeah, I guess we
Hell
did
yeah.
watch this.
I'm ready to
intro.
bring the patriotic voice to this.
That's what
This
it-
godless channel.
Thank you. Hey, come on.
That's what I'm here for. That's right. Real American voice will be heard finally.
What is the leftovers?
It's the same price as Hassan's house. Yeah, true.
I've had enough of you guys complaining that you don't want me to talk about politics, so I went and made a whole fucking show about it. But the spirit of the show is not serious policy debate. It is bringing righteous justice to these shitbags. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, political drama sounds like it's fun.
Just clowning on idiots.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's what most political channels do nowadays. They don't really do politics. They do political drama, which listen, I do cover, I guess, political drama too. So maybe I'm just being, being a hypocrite here. But one of the things I find is that some political content creators will criticize drama content creators and be like, "Oh my God, what I'm doing is more important than you. Like you're a loser," which is true. But being more important doesn't mean that you're doing the right thing with that level of importance. And so I feel like our biggest problem that we have right now in the United States, or one of the biggest problems, is that we don't have reasonable political discourse. A lot of political entertainers are ruining that, and they're destroying that. They're making it so that we're unable to have reasonable conversations about actual decent change that we can make in our country. That's a big issue. So yeah.
I'm a fan. I mean, that's what I do regularly.
Well, that was a fundamental argument. I wasn't criticizing these two specifically.
So when you hit me up, I mean, when we did that original podcast, your podcast, I
Yeah.
was like, is this a thing? Like, are we vibing right now?
Right.
And, and then after that, we covered the Gambit stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, we're
Yeah, that was-
vibing.
yeah.
We're vibing pretty hard.
Well, I'm a fan. I always watch your... I don't catch the streams. I think you're psychotic, by the way. You stream like
I'm a fan. I always watch her, but I don't watch her.
every day.
Every day.
You get the weekend off or something, bro? Like, you
I, mean,
gotta...
I took today off, kind of.
Seems it's a little capitalistic, if you ask me.
Yeah, working hard.
7 days a week.
Working 8 days a week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's right. I put an extra day in there.
Cranked it up to 11.
That's right. I mean, I'm doing like 8 hours every day minimum, and that's like lower now. But that's mostly because like I have nothing going on.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? It's what I love doing.
Well, God bless, dude. They say if you work at it, if you love what you do...
There's no way Hassan has nothing going on. This guy probably pulls a lot of pussy. I mean, regardless of whether I like the guy or not, he's obviously hot. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. He's probably out there slanging all the time, dude. Why else would you move to LA and buy an expensive house? So you can fuck LA girls, right? Go to the clubs. Take them back to your house. Give them the fucking... Give it to him. I don't know.
You work a day, you don't work a day, something like that.
It doesn't feel like real work. You know what I mean? It's just I mean, you do this for fun too. You
yeah,
look
I
at
mean,
idiots on the internet on a regular basis.
There was a point when I was doing like the weekly videos where it was turned into such a fucking grind. But since we were able to pivot to doing the podcast with all these guys and everyone here that I love, it does feel like a joy and pleasure. And this to me, I want to say, I think there's some people that are going to be freaked out by this format. They're going to say, I hate politics, too much testosterone, whatever. I'm sure, leave your complaint.
You want to know what? In defense of Ethan, I feel like a lot of people don't like Ethan because he talks about some political shit. And I get people don't like when people talk about political shit, so I get that. But I feel like people like hate Ethan and they don't like him anymore because he just doesn't align with what people what they thought he would. You know, he used to make like SJW-ish videos, which weren't even like super conservative, but conservatives latched onto them, I think. I remember watching a video about it. And then now all of a sudden, if Ethan has a progressive talking point, he's the horrible, terrible person that wants to suppress freedom of speech. It's just kind of stupid.
Is it too much testosterone?
I think some people will say that.
Really?
Because there's a lot of people that I think were, you know, like the female-male dynamic that I have with Trisha.
Oh, true.
Well, Trisha's not binary, you fucking transphobe.
But I could not. I mean, I don't know. For me and everyone here, we were thinking like, we just kept thinking Hassan Piker.
Well, I'm
you
on
and
it.
the Turk.
Yeah.
Can you forgive me? We thought for a second, and we quickly corrected ourselves.
They mourned the death of their little edgelord, yeah.
But we were like Jew and Arab, and we're like Turks aren't Arab. So
Yeah. That'll frustrate the Turks.
I didn't say, I almost,
Yeah.
but I did the research, and we came back strong.
Well, I'm Muslim, so, you know.
Right.
You got that. But
I didn't
Turks.
say Muslim, I said Arab.
No, I know. I'm saying,
Right.
well, you're Jewish. I'm
Now you're
Muslim.
assuming, now you fucked up.
Wait, why?
Because not all Arabs are Muslim, Hassan.
No, I know, but I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
you're
Okay.
Jewish, I'm Muslim, so you
All
know,
right.
there's that
Right.
at least, kind of. I mean, I'm the worst Muslim.
Yeah, I'm the worst Jew. So we have that in
I was gonna
common.
say, yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally. So we have that. We have a lot in common.
Yeah.
We do.
I'm gonna let you
people
lead.
think people thirst trap over me.
Yeah,
People thirst
exactly.
trap over you.
They don't really, but not anymore. Not since the Barbs came after me.
The what?
The Barbs?
The Barbs?
Are you unfamiliar with what the Barbs are?
No, what is that?
That's
Barbarians, E-Barbs. Elite Barbarians from Clash Royale.
every stand
Obviously.
culture group on the internet has like their own little name.
Hmm?
Nicki Minaj's fans call themselves the Barbs.
Oh yeah. Of course, I followed your beef with the. I didn't know they were.
Yeah.
Why the Barbs?
They just call themselves the Barb. I think Barbie, maybe. I don't know. Oh my
Barb?
God, I'm so sorry. Please don't dox me. Please, I'm so sorry.
Well, you know, for those who don't know what Hassan's talking about, he got into a public spat with Mickey
Oh, it's over.
she's a mouse.
He said Mickey.
Minaj, because she's a fucking Disney mouse.
Oh no, it's over.
Got him.
We're literally
What the fuck's
canceled
happening?
already.
Dude, trust me, I've been
First episode.
canceled by K-pop stands. Literally, nothing could ever hold a candle to that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like Barbs are
Barbs?
They're vicious.
So have we found?
Is he saying that the only people that used to fuck him were Barbs? There's no way. I mean, what do we call Hassan stands, by the way? Like the Pikers? Sounds a little racist.
the Trinidad swollen bald gentleman yet? Have
No.
we located him?
No, the health minister looked all around and they couldn't find him.
Pull up that clip, Dan. Let's start there. So anyway, what I want to say. Oh, I need to thank our sponsors.
People said losers and communists. Jesus, you guys are dicks.
Hang on.
Okay.
Thank you to HelloFresh, Quip, Policy Genius, and Stamps.com. Capitalism, baby. That's 4 sponsors. Come on, I'm pulling you to the dark side.
I know. I'm so like what do we got to do? I don't know. Are we gonna do reads? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's gonna be. It's gonna be a weird. I always feel weird when I do like ad reads because it's like a muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it so long. It's like
Yeah.
I sold my. Just like once you sell out, and then you're like fucking like slip and slide that money highway.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get a $3 million secret bunker like the one we're in currently. I mean, this studio is insane. Yeah.
No, good intentions don't pave the way for
Yeah.
this.
Exactly.
It's got to be a green screen, or this has to be a green screen. I don't know why. I'm just like, is this? Did they really go all out for this? This has to be like a green screen in some capacity.
But anyway, what I want to say is that to people who are skeptical of this concept, just give it a chance because we are here for the laughs, the goofs. This is entertainment front and center every time.
Hassan babies.
Give this episode a
Is that
shot.
really what- Hassana babies. Okay, it's definitely green screen, right? Why am I falling for the joke? I don't understand.
Tell me you don't love it because the stuff we're talking about here, it's all reaction, it's all comedy, it's all high octane fucking energy dashed with a little bit of alpha
Is that the Infowars set? That's kind of funny.
brain. How did you alpha brain pump?
Of course.
Yeah.
I mainlined it right before I got.
So that's
here.
it. Let's talk about the Nicki Minaj thing real quick because it's fantastic. Nick, pull up the tweet first of all that caused the whole top.
Oh, he's fine. It's Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles who are swollen from taking the vax. That's the claim. But it's not anything to do with the physical effect of the vaccine that makes our political class mad. It's the last part of Nicki Minaj's tweet that enrages them. The part where she says you should pray on it, make the decision yourself.
Can you pause? Like,
Well, see, here's the problem with Nicki Minaj. I think got suspended, or she claims she got suspended for 12 hours or something. What happened was she said, "Hey, I don't know if I want to get the vaccine because there's no long-term study done." That's fine. But then in a later tweet, she said that her cousin's friend became infertile from the vaccine, which is I just very highly doubt that that's true. And so they pulled it down. And I think even the country that the person was in publicly said this never happened. We don't have a single reported case of infertility. So that's why she got suspended, because that's vaccine misinformation, obviously.
bro, how are you going to breeze by the fact that he just goes, her cousin's friend's testicle got swollen?
It's in the Chiron. Like they put it in the lower third at a certain point.
Oh,
on
really?
One of the most
They got that in
popular, one of the most popular news broadcasts in the country, if not the most popular. I think he's like going back and forth with Greg Gutfeld or something. I don't know how he got famous, but it literally had like the lower third, like Nicki Minaj's cousin's swollen testicles or something, which is wild. Like it's a clown show.
Yeah, but like Tucker, who is traditionally wouldn't give a fuck about Nicki Minaj. I mean, she would be a subject of ridicule easily.
Oh,
why?
Corrupting the youth. Oh, speak of the witch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
I
Nicki
guess
Minaj's
so.
cousin's testicles became swollen. Headline, baby.
That's right. It's such a wild thing to like have a serious news broadcast, and it's like breaking news: Nicki Minaj's.
It's funny. Somebody said it's funny hearing Hassan saying, "I don't know how how Tucker got famous." True. Well, Hassan got famous because of his uncle, and he's honestly nepotism. I mean, I got my first. I don't know my first job. I got my job. I guess I did my first job with my uncle. I used to work when I was like 14 years old at his deli, but my uncle got me a job at the bus company. So I guess nepotism is alive and well for all of us, huh?
Cousin's swollen testicles.
Number
It's
one
like-
rated news show.
Yeah, it's like the wild. I mean, it's wild. He will propagandize everything, obviously. But to be fair to Tucker, I looked, and I sicked my community on this too, on this little project. Maybe he might be a fucking barb, dude. He might be a Nicki Minaj stan. Because
You
like,
think he's a barb?
The only time I've ever seen Tucker Carlson, like he brought up Nicki Minaj one time in passing in the past couple of years, where he basically was saying like America is in a state of decline because like young girls are lip syncing to Nicki Minaj or something. But other than that, he is like obliterated
Every
wet
pop
ass
star.
P word,
Yeah.
WAP, like all that stuff. And Cardi versus Nicki. Like so, I'm
secret
thinking
barb.
he might be a bit of a barb. I don't know. I like to think that he's just getting down with Nicki Minaj's music.
Well, so wait, bring back the headline again. I want to re-examine that where it said the cousin's testes got swollen, because let's be honest, this is journalism. Cousin's testes.
Did you just tell me that Hassan is live on Twitch right now? The only reason I'm laughing is because Hassan is constantly live on Twitch. Of course he's live on Twitch. What kind of a statement is that?
Testicles? No, fucking get it straight, Tucker. You're a
not-
journalist.
yeah.
Cousin's friend's testicles became swollen.
know.
You hack. Get the facts straight. And this is why this show's necessary. I
know.
hope you guys understand.
We're here to correct the news with real news.
Go ahead, play it. Does he show the tweet in that
testicle?
segment?
No.
I would love to see the testicle. I would love to see what that swollen test. Oh, by the way, and the story is, just open the tweet because I got to tell you, the whole story is that her cousin's friend's testicle became so swollen after the vaccination.
In Hassan's defense, Tucker the crew did a 180. Yeah, I figured that. I mean, like that makes sense. Yeah, Nicki Minaj would be corrupting today's youth. I mean, that's probably something that would be a Tucker Carlson talking point. So yeah, no.
That here I've got it. That it ruined his wedding. His fucking wife dropped his ass because he got a big ass nut, which is so unappealing to her. She canceled the whole wedding.
Like if you have normal testicles, like I was willing to marry you, but now you have
love it.
gigantic ones, I can't do it.
His nuts was his best.
Yeah.
Well, it was because he became infertile. They're missing that point.
It was his best property.
Trish's live on Twitch. Get out of here.
Perfectly symmetrical, normal sized balls was what he was
Like
known for.
high and tight.
Yeah.
My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. Okay, so he can't breathe. His testicles became swollen. Oh my goodness. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl's calling off the wedding after his nuts had become engorged. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. Exactly. There you have it, guys.
It can't be anything else. It's probably that. It's the vaccine, I think.
Yeah, I think everyone was like, he definitely got a STD.
Yeah.
And cheated on her.
Yeah.
If it happened at all. I mean,
Probably.
who fucking, I mean. But the fact that Tuck the Dick Carlson actually picked the story up is why we do the show.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know why they never go with like a normal thing. Like anti-vaxxers are never like, yeah, my friend got kind of sick after the vaccine.
Right.
It's always like, and was rendered was incapacitated for a
Metal
week or a
sticking
month.
to my body.
Yeah, it's like,
I've turned into Magneto.
it's the
I can
easiest to
manipulate
disprove
metal.
shit, like, or cool stuff. Like I can manipulate metals now.
Yeah, to me that sounded great.
Yeah, it's like I'm magnetized.
I've always loved Magneto, and
Yeah.
the aspects of being him makes me want to get double vaccinated.
Yeah. It was,
Should we finish that video? I kind of want to see his righteous indignation about the giant balls.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I mean, at the end of the day, even if they don't like Nicki Minaj and think that she's contributing to the end of the world, if there's a point that they believe in, they can just show like, oh, look, this issue's happening across different cultures or whatever. Sure.
Good, please.
Still, like the weird downplaying of the vaccine misinformation is probably the worst part from Tucker Carlson, right? He doesn't. He's like, it's nothing to do with the fact that he said that she said somebody became infertile and their balls exploded. It's everything to do with the fact that she says that she's apprehensive about the vaccine. It's like, no, it's probably got suspended because of the balls thing, you know?
Yeah, so the studio is real, by the way. That's why it was taking so long.
yeah.
3 million down.
Yeah.
Huge
testicles were
space.
swollen from taking the vaccine.
It's,
Excuse
we
me, 2.8 million?
were gonna do it in my house first, but I was like, we should use a smaller place than my house, which is the
Oh,
largest.
yeah, yeah, right.
Sits on the largest plot of land in Los Angeles, as many of you know.
Yeah, I heard you got a house.
Nicki Minaj's
Fucked
tweet
up, I
that
know.
enrages them. The part where she says you should pray on it, make the decision
That's what
yourself,
angered people.
like a free human being.
That's what
Quote,
angered people talk.
So our media and public health officials didn't like this because they make their livings bullying people. So they couldn't let it stand.
This motherfucker actually thought people were mad about the pray and think about it. Not the giant swollen testicles.
He knows that that's not what they're mad about. He's just that's why he.
Well, I think that Nicki Minaj said something like, I'll do my own research originally before she talked about the balls thing. And then Hassan responded with like, oh, we can't wait for your scientific contribution to the community or whatever, which is obviously a bit of a jab. So then you say that nobody cared about that. I mean, like you made a comment about it.
glanced over the comical cousin's friend's testicles part and immediately switched over to here you have a free thinker. They don't want you to be a free thinker.
They don't want you praying. They almost turn into like a religious freedom thing.
It's always ridiculous.
Yeah, so in short, they wasted so much of poor Trinidad's government's time. If you can roll that, some secretary came out and was like, "We've investigated the giant testicle claim.
They looked all
this man.
They looked long and hard and could not find the testicle.
We had check marks.
Yeah, but you don't know if the secretary was the one fucking the guy and gave him the STD. So
we had a
no,
What do you call
Hassan
that shit?
said that.
when we stopped people on the road.
Oh, checkpoint.
We had checkpoints. We were examining men's testicles. Didn't find it. But
Devastating.
Dan can find it, right, Dan?
I can pull it up. Give me a second. I'll find it.
So yes, claims are being made. One of the reasons we could not respond yesterday in real time to Ms. Minaj is that we had to check and make sure that what she was claiming was either true or false. And unfortunately, we wasted so much time yesterday running down this
so many
false claim. It is, as far as we know, at this point in time, there has been no such reported either side effect or adverse event. And what was sad about this is that it wasted our time yesterday trying to track down, because we take all these claims.
Dan, on one hand, I feel like I could have saved him the time and be like, it's not true, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know why they were like all hands on deck.
Red alert. So what have the barbers been doing to you? Have they really been fucking with you?
Oh, I mean, not anymore. It was like for the day of, like I ratioed her once.
Yeah.
And then as soon as that happened, it was like over, because like that's what stan culture revolves around. Like everything's about like you fell off plus ratio, whatever. So the moment I ratioed her, it was over. Oh, here we have another white supremacist. Like,
you became a white supremacist.
The most racist person in America was myself.
Well, I think didn't Hassan made the claim that Tucker Carlson was a white supremacist and that Nicki Minaj was supporting him. So I didn't see anybody saying that he was a white supremacist, though. The only person calling people white supremacist was Hassan against Destiny. Somebody asked me about this. Destiny's fine. He's cool. Anyway, in my chat, we called Tucker a white supremacist. And it's so funny is that the clip he showed, I was like, I don't know that I think that Tucker's white supremacist, but somebody showed me a compilation the other day. I was like, what the fuck? This guy's unhinged. At best, he might actually not like minorities. I as a fundamental, I give people the benefit of the doubt until I see information that proves to me that they're a bad thing. I don't think he's a white supremacist, but I've seen some questionable clips. That's all I could say.
For literally saying the person that you're hyping up, Nicki Minaj, is a white nationalist.
Oh, white nationalist.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
the same thing, right?
To a simple party disagreement. Like I was just like, whatever, they just don't want you to agree with those on the other side. It's like, yeah, but some of the people on the other side are white supremacists and white nationalists.
For
like,
sure.
I mean, there's racist people on the Democratic Party too, but like, goddamn, like this dude literally makes a living trafficking racial agitation talking points, propaganda talking points.
Well, you'll see we have at the bottom of our show, the hog of the day is going to be talk with some of the most racist shit.
Oh yeah,
straight up like KKK talking points.
Yeah, once he was done defending Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend's testicles, he was like back to calling Haitian migrants like dirty. And,
right.
We need to purge them.
We need to whip them on horseback.
Yeah.
Good optics.
Yeah.
Did you know that you sent me an email in 2016?
I do.
You did know that?
I've talked about this on my stream before. I don't even remember.
For some reason, I forgot. I was just searching for your email address.
Bro, there's one more. I think I sent you an email even before this.
You go, what up? We had never talked before. You drop a what up?
I had sent you an email even before that, way back in the day too, when I was
Really?
Young Turks. Yeah, I used to be a.
Did you usually greet people with what up?
I mean, I was just like very unprofessional. Clearly. I think you responded though, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I responded. Yeah. I think I don't remember where. I think I was like, yeah, I can do it. You're like, oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't fit in our schedule. So peace out.
This was 2016. I was a lower rung employee in the TYT franchise.
What up?
So when sending what up emails. No, back then I was like, I was just trying to do as much like work as I could. But my real title, as you can see in that email, was business development manager.
That's lofty.
Which was like doing all the advertisement operations and sales strategy stuff like that. And then I was just actually trying to be a producer and host.
I mean, you got there.
I did get there. I am doing that now.
But you'll never be this. You'll never be this.
Oh yeah.
So Don Jr. going to be a frequent topic on the show. Of
course.
One of the most embarrassing human beings ever. And something to bear in mind as we watch this is the uncanny resemblance to this character from Men in Black. He feels like he's crept into someone else's skin.
Bro, I love that actor. I forgot he was on Law and Order. He was fucking good, dude.
He looks like what heart pressure looks like. Right. He constantly looks like he's squeezing so hard all the time. I don't know if that's like a coke thing.
Yeah, the Adderall thing.
Allegedly, of course.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't know if Donald Trump.
Well, there's a reason he's on Cameo, bro. The guy needs some money.
Daddy's not giving him allowance. I don't even know if Donald is doing well money-wise, to be honest with you.
Well, he just did a Triller thing. I don't know if you followed that.
Oh, yeah, for 9/11.
Triller for 9/11.
Yeah, he was honoring 9/11.
I saw an interview with Ryan Kavanaugh, the guy who put it on. Piece of shit, by the way. He was accused. Ryan Kavanaugh falsified a document and lied under oath and brought the whole thing. But yeah, Ryan Kavanaugh's a piece of shit. But anyway, he said about paying the Trumps. He's like, how much was it to get the Trumps on? He goes, not as much as you would think.
Damn. You got called out by Ryan Kavanaugh, who apparently is a villain here.
Oh yeah,
I don't know anything about him.
Fucking horrible dude.
Yeah, I saw his name seemed familiar, but I mean, if he's a Triller CEO, won't be doing any fights on there anytime soon.
Here's Don. Oh, this is great. This is going to be huge, I think.
Well, guys, Saturdays are no longer just for the boys. They're also for the newest and greatest sporting tradition in probably the last 50 years, and that is obviously the F Joe Biden chant. So if you're at a college football game...
Wait, pause for a second. First of all, you're a whole ass adult, bro. Like, you can't be... Like, I'm 30, right? I just turned 30, and even I feel like, oh, Saturdays are for the boys, bro. Like what are you trying to fuck freshmen at college campuses? Like, what the fuck is this? Like,
this guy likes him younger than...
Tucker called Hassan a heaping, helping hunk of a man? Really? I ship it. I think that could be interesting.
Keemstar.
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible.
Right, legally, yeah, legally.
It's definitely
not.
Yeah,
not
Kavanaugh's
in,
just
there,
suing
in the legal
Ethan.
category.
Yeah.
But it's just so uncomfortable. Like,
And he's trying sort of to be his dad. It's like, this man, he is the human embodiment of insecurity and being unloved as a human.
he is so whack, dude. He's so fucking whack. It's like,
So wait till you hear his pitch.
it makes me uncomfortable
Yeah.
just watching him. Like, he's just so wormy. I don't know how to describe
Well,
it.
yeah, you know this character from Men in Black, right?
Yeah, the one that there's like an alien inside the body and that comes out, right?
Sugar. Yeah, that's him. He's about as comfortable in his skin as this guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you're at some sort of other sporting event and they get it going, make sure you record it, send it my way, post it up here, tag me, and we can let the rest of America know exactly how America feels about Joe Biden. So video it, tag me. I'm going to do my best to repost them because, again, there's not a lot of times where you get a new and a great sporting tradition, but the F Joe Biden is certainly up there. It's certainly one of the best. I think it's got legs. I think it's going to go for a long time, and that's because...
My thing is so I'm assuming the reason that he's doing that is because he wants to remain in politics, and the anti-Joe Biden narrative is, I guess, good for Trump, they feel like. But I also think that people, after Trump lost, they were kind of... Biden's not great, in my opinion. I think that we could have done something better. Obviously, my first pick was Andrew Yang, and my second pick was... what the fuck's the guy's name? I don't want to say it like this. The gay guy? Who the fuck was the gay guy? I forgot his name. But he seemed pretty good. I liked his idea on like universal healthcare. It was a slow transition. He's like, hey, we should open it up and have like a private and public option. Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, he was good. I liked him. But I feel like people are out of the Donald Trump spell. Feel the burn. Yeah, not a big Bernie guy. He's very genuine. I respect Bernie Sanders. I'm just not a big fan of everything. I'm not a big fan of the instant transition into universal healthcare. I like slower change, you know, take one step at a time kind of thing. But I respect him as a person. But I think people are over it. The people are over like the bullshit of, hey, let's just call each other asshole pieces of shit all the time. That's just dumb. I feel like I'm over it. So it's weird that this is the narrative he's still going with of just being super divisive.
Yeah, no, this has got a lot of legs.
The greatest tradition ever. Everybody's just screaming, fuck Joe Biden.
Dude, first of all, I mean, like, I'm not even the biggest fan of Joe Biden, okay? Like, but that's besides the point. It's like this is...
Paul Abdul 2024, absolutely, yeah, for sure.
Like, who is going to be like, oh, man, I love... fucking face, dude. Who's going to be like, oh, yeah, dude, I love Donald Trump Jr., bro. I can't wait to go to my favorite sporting event and be like, F Joe Biden. Listen to
Joe Biden. And then they're going to send it to him. Has he posted any yet, Dan?
I think there was one. I did see one tweet, and now I'm piecing this together. I saw like...
Could you imagine being the guy, though, that's like, yeah, this is really awesome to me. I'm going to go do chant, fuck Joe Biden, and be super intense about it. Like, fucking pathetic.
Like, maybe 10 people at, like, some fucking college football game doing it, and I guess now I know who's responsible for it.
The new American pastime.
Yeah, this is a very new tradition because that was from his Instagram story today.
Okay.
Right? It's still up as far as I know.
Oh, so maybe he's taking credit for it then. Maybe he saw the video, and now he's like, this is what we're going to do. Believe me, it's going to be great. He's so, like... It's so pathetic. Like, you are basically telling everyone that you will never have sex. If you go to college, okay, and you watch like Joe Biden's fucking Instagram videos, like, oh my God, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But like, you go to college, you watch Joe Biden, or not Joe Biden, what am I saying? Don Jr.'s Instagram videos, and then you try to start this chant, and it goes viral. It's over. No one will fuck you ever again.
Well,
Okay?
we have an example here. What do you got for me?
Think about
Was it
that.
Ohio State or something?
Oh, here we go. So this is Don Jr.'s handiwork, guys. Changing the world. New American pastime.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. I feel like other gay men would fuck you. Other gay conservatives.
Wow. This is incredible.
That is from a couple weeks ago, so I think it sounds right. He's just trying to take credit.
Yeah, what a fucking culture vulture, dude. He just like...
Yo, he's straight vulturing this grassroots movement.
Have you ever seen the grassroots movement of fuck Joe Biden?
Yo, so hold on. You say you'll never get laid? Well, I have evidence that you're right. Have you heard of conservative fucking Republican hype house on TikTok?
Yes.
So this is basically evidence that
My favorite.
Oh
bro,
my
that's a
God.
fucking
If it was a review, I was going to be on it, actually.
I'm so glad you never talked about it because it's so fresh.
No, I was. If it,
I know the Republican Hype House. I think that Cam runs it or used to run it. Oh my God. Back when I was doing politics a lot on TikTok before I got terminated, the Republican Hype House, dude. Holy fuck. Dude, politics on TikTok is so stupid. I fucking hate it.
if you hadn't asked me to come on, this is what I was going to do.
I'm so glad.
This was my next content avenue.
So there's a Twitter account, and I swear, I would think this was parody. I still
Twitter
am
or-
not 100% convinced it's not parody.
He's 100% serious.
So it's called the Republican Hype House, and this is going to be content. This is going to be weekly for us. So here's one of a dude getting mad about a doctor,
Oh, is that not TikTok? Oh, it is TikTok.
debunking masturbation myths. So, here you go. Nope.
So in that video, this gentleman debunked several
Dude.
supposedly common myths.
Can you turn it up a little bit?
Bro, we get it. You love America, dog. What the fuck?
The only girl I want to fuck is the Statue of Liberty.
She's French, though, so...
Oh, fuck it. That's
About the effects of masturbation. Now it's unclear whether he's talking about masturbation in general or masturbating to pornography.
Bro, he's talking about masturbating. It doesn't matter what you fucking are watching. He's talking about, does masturbating shrink your penis, dude?
Okay, here's my actual criticism. Like,
I feel like masturbation would make your penis bigger, no? Rick Cameron, the conservative Hype House? My bad. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Fuck me. Anyway, I feel like you make it bigger because you're working the muscle, no?
If I were to do one of these like fucking TikTok videos, I don't know how. I'm 30. I don't know how to use this stuff because I'm not Keemstar.
36.
I'm not
old as
Keemstar,
shit.
so I'm not trolling on fucking TikTok. Okay, looking for my next girlfriend.
Right.
But
That I'm not doing.
Yeah, but. If I knew how to do one of these stitches, I would be like, yo, if you're a doctor, why are you debunking masturbation myths? I know that's not the point.
No, I think it's fair. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot of dudes. There's like a whole community of dudes. No fap. You know about that?
Dude, I love
They go, if you don't jerk off for a year, you can see through walls,
There
bro.
was a Canadian PPC party member who was running for a seat, who was literally a semen retention specialist.
Oh, he's a specialist. It's a field now.
He would do like breathing into your balls, like he would do like those holistic like breathing exercises.
It's funny because when I was first doing TikTok, I spoke out against this semen retention because people say it's gym bra shit. It's fucking the fuck is it called? Bro science. That's what it is. So they're like, yeah, you'll retain some of your testosterone, blah, 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 blah. What's interesting, though, is that ejaculating is actually a stress relief. So it's actually good for you when it comes to working out because it'll reduce your stress levels.
Exercises.
Yeah.
He would breathe into his balls. I mean, he got fucking owned. Like he did not win, which is I don't know.
I thought
Maybe
the
like,
retention would give him that edge.
I think Canadians are just not ready for the truth about
Okay,
semen retention.
I think we both have bad habits of pausing too much.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So we have to unite against our tendencies to pause. Let's just watch this goon get angry about
I
masturbation.
just love that he's gonna be super serious. He's gonna seriously debunk the doctor.
Yes.
So in that video, this gentleman debunked several supposedly common myths about the negative effects of masturbation. Now, it's unclear whether he's talking about masturbation in general or masturbating to pornography. But in this video, I'm going to lay out several reasons why masturbating to pornography is harmful. You should stop doing it, and that those advocating for its use are harmful actors. All sources are cited. Speed round. Let's do this. Number one.
I mean, it's kind of irrelevant, but yeah, I guess doing it to pornography can develop some toxic tendencies, maybe like an addiction or something, but I don't think that it has anything to do with the original core video.
It lowers motivation and focus, and it makes you depressed. Number two, it lowers testosterone. Number three, it causes sexual dysfunction even in young men.
Yeah, this guy is. I'm sorry, pause. But
That might be true, though. It might cause sexual dysfunction in young men, like getting. I mean, like, let's be honest here. You know, I've talked about this before, Mama Gut. Porn is fucking insane. Back in the day, listen, I feel like that porn might be responsible for the way that people, specifically young men, perceive sex. It's very aggressive. Back in the day, if you found your dad's porn collection, you'd see some boobies and some titties. Like, oh, I'm gonna jerk off to this. Nowadays, dude, you find boobs on the internet, all of a sudden it's fucking 3 clicks later and you're on hardcore fucking porn where women are getting absolutely destroyed and consent is not expressly, expressed. And I feel like it sets people up for these weird, unrealistic standards that are having a negative impact on people. Honestly, I feel like that porn could be negative. It's kind of fucked up. It's kind of insane. You go down a goddamn rabbit hole instantly. I remember when I was a kid, I went from boobies to like pissing on each other. It's like, what the fuck? You know, it gets crazy, man. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm saying, though, that porn, I feel like, can lead to some pretty negative things, especially when you get down this rabbit hole on the internet. So
the doctor literally just debunked this.
Yeah, so this is what is known as a Gish Gallop. For those of you who are, also sexless like myself, that is what is a common debate lord tactic. What he's doing is like throwing a bunch of papers at you. Supposedly he's like giving you the empirical evidence. It's like it's just the title. We don't know if it's fucking peer reviewed. We don't know.
Well, yeah, that's usually what you'll do. I mean, unfortunately, TikTok advocates for that because it's a very short-term kind of a platform.
Anything about these? Like, are they peer reviewed? Are they debunked? They deal with like ivermectin and shit too all the goddamn time. And like, this is just ridiculous.
Does anyone think that first of all, masturbating is let's be honest, many of us the only thing we have.
Yeah,
it's all we fucking have. Are you really gonna tell me it makes me depressed? It got me through high school.
I know, me too.
I wouldn't have survived without that shit. I wouldn't be here today without masturbation.
Bro, honestly, like, I feel like this dude lays one rope one time. He's no longer.
I think he's talking more about porn. But,
you know what I mean? He's so pent up. He's so frustrated because he's just not jerking off. Just crank one out, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
seriously.
That's what, dude. These really conservative religious people who like the Mormons and other sects of whatever the fuck, the Jesus shit.
Don't even get me
And they go
do ADHD jump off point again. If you
okay, let's focus. But yeah, they don't let even jerk off. It's like, bro, how you gonna your organization?
You're not jerking off too much. That's why you can't focus. Me too.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta retain more semen, bro.
He's right,
dude. Sometimes, man, I jerk off too long and I just rinse my day. Like I'm not kidding, and this is a bad thing. Like sometimes I'll do it for a couple hours. And I just can't find the right video, and then all of a sudden my day's gone, and it just ruined the whole productivity of the day, and I'm depressed.
Dude, I can't even get through.
Okay, I gotta retain more semen. Focus.
Number four, it's so addictive that it can give you stronger cravings.
Masturbating get you addicted to drugs.
That's a self-report, dude.
Like, bro, I jerked off one time, they smoke crack the next day.
Yeah, no, he's just like, you're, yeah.
That guy's so serious. He's so
imagine a
serious.
scenario where he's like, yeah, I jerked off, and
hours when edging goes wrong, bro.
And now I'm homeless because I'm addicted to masturbation. Like,
sometimes I think about, this is a tangent, but it's something I think about. Homeless people obviously masturbate.
Oh, dude.
But like,
yes. And
I like how Ethan goes, sometimes I think about homeless people masturbating. And it's like, okay, I don't, but that's an interesting thing to think about.
No, how
the logistics of that, because you see them. Yeah.
There's this one dude. He is a furious masturbator in public, and I don't know what to do about it. Like, because
whip it out and fucking.
He's supposed to be. He's in a vulnerable situation, right? Like,
right.
I would feel super vulnerable with my dick out in public.
Right.
This dude, I always catch him like cranking one out, and he's just doing it in a fucking.
He's taking back the power.
Yeah.
Oh, this is in LA, right? So, so there's a lot of homeless people. I guess that's why Hassan's.
And he's just like staring at me, and I was driving down, and I stopped for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, this dude is cranking one out.
It's so.
And he doesn't stop.
They're like. It just seems like I don't know, man. It's wild to jerk off in those conditions. But
You know what's interesting though? I know this is now that Ethan's talking about homeless people jerking off. You guys know that by now. My fiance is a behavioral specialist, and she's educated me a lot on people with disabilities. And one thing I never really thought about was like people with disabilities jerking off. And I was like, oh, what do you do? And she's like, oh, well, what you do, what you usually will do is you'll say like, it's okay that you're doing that, you just can't do that here. And it's like, well, that's like fucking mind-blowing to me, man.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like classist of me or something.
Well, the sad part about it is that the unfortunate sad part about it obviously is that like they should have permanent shelter. So
There we
they
go.
jerk off in their own.
Listen, if I could give the guy a shower where he could jerk off.
He's gonna jerk off in your shower. Actually, he probably's like, nah, fuck that. I like jerking off.
I'll go outside.
Once you do it outside, it's over. It's like it's liberating.
All right, let's hear more. I gotta focus on this guy. He's so serious about masturbating. Come on,
Brain damage and a decrease in
Brain
gray
damage.
matter. Number 6, it causes memory loss and
Memory
associated
loss.
with ADHD. And
Where am
bipolar.
I?
Yeah, that's true.
He jerked off. Where am I?
Third disorder. And number 7, it fries your dopamine receptors. It's a very famous quote by Aristotle. I count him braver he who overcomes his desires than he who overcomes his enemies.
Yeah, Aristotle was a big old fat guy.
He was talking about masturbating for
he was
sure.
famous. Didn't every single person in that era just like fuck boys and shit? Like,
Yeah,
what are you talking about, dude?
exactly.
He was never fat because he was just like always,
Yeah, just fucking
always
boy.
fucking pussies left and right.
Pussies?
Yeah, boy pussy.
Oh god,
Boy pussy.
that's disgusting.
You've never heard pussy before?
I guess not in the context of a boy.
I mean, no,
a boy pussy,
just
bro.
like pussy, like
Shame on
butt
you.
pussy. It's what
Yeah,
the
you're right.
LGBT
Aristotle-
community calls
Oh, that's like
anal
the,
sex.
oh, that's like the sanctioned word.
Bussy. It's like a meme.
Oh, okay.
You haven't seen the memes about like putting pussy behind everything?
Like, give me another example.
Pussy, car pussy. Like from the cinematic universe of Cars.
And is that fucking in a car or fucking a car?
No, that's the Cars from the Cars Pixar cinematic universe.
Where you can fuck them?
No, they fuck one another because like there's car babies and there's like male cars,
I
female
didn't
cars.
think about that.
Yeah, don't worry. I
Like
got
on the
you
tailpipe?
covered. This
Oh,
is
here
why
we have the anatomy of the cussy.
that's a real. That's right.
Now, why would the inside be like so? Like, he's made of metal. I just don't. The anatomy of this doesn't make sense.
This is important stuff that we're looking into now. We're never.
I wonder if this is what he was talking about.
No, this is what happens. You jerk off once and then this is what
Take
you're
that
doing.
off the screen. Where am I? I jerked off yesterday.
Oh no. He was right.
Pornography does not have your best interest in mind. Be a strong and disciplined human being. Do not be a slave to your
Follow me
carnal
on
desires. Channel
Instagram.
energy into lifting weights or reading a book. Strengthen your body and mind.
Being
And
a
you'll be better.
fucking nerd.
Yeah, loser.
I will say, dude, that like sometimes people do jerk off too much. Like I was just saying before, I feel like it's a valid criticism, man. You could be doing more productive shit. If you're gonna do it, try to like cut it down to like, just a couple of minutes. Just so that you don't waste your whole day doing it, because that could really fuck you up, man. I've been there.
Idiot.
Dude, what's up? Like he's got the American flag back there. Like what are you overcompensating for, dude? Like what's going on?
I feel like there's nothing more American than beating off.
Yeah, I know. It's so dumb. You know who doesn't want you to beat off, dude? Communist China. That's right. Yeah, you're on TikTok. No, I'm just making it up.
You never know what the Chinese will.
He's on TikTok.
I can
Are you
see China
afraid
how
of-
long masturbating. You never know. Those guys are wild.
Probably fucking improve productivity or something. He's just,
Exactly. We just
like,
gotta-
no longer no fat.
So here's another from the Republican Hype House.
It's a hard
It's the same guy, eh?
No, they all look the same.
Right,
And they
right.
have the exact same fucking background with the American flag.
So-
Oh, no, it is the same guy. Never mind.
So many rhinos. So this guy's actually calling. Okay, so obviously, what's her name? For sure.
Trying to find a competent Republican who. Okay, I guess a Republican politician.
I can't even see.
But he's calling Ronald Reagan a rhino.
Well, Ronald Reagan did give amnesty to undocumented immigrants, so he is.
How can you be a rhino if
you're
you're Ronald Reagan? He's like the father of modern.
These Zoomers don't respect. Yeah,
conservatism.
they don't respect the OGs.
It's like how? So a rhino is a Republican in name only, right?
Yeah. No, Ronald Reagan is the archetype. Like, he is
Exactly.
the reason why America's so fucked.
It's like being like fake Christians and then showing a picture of Jesus.
Yeah. Well, Jesus was kind of.
He's a fake
He
ass.
was kind of a fake ass Christian. Like,
Yeah, that guy's a
he
fucking
literally
ass.
did not deny healthcare coverage to those with leprosy. I would say that it's
Fake
fake as fuck.
Fake. Oh, there's one more by them. Oh, this one's good. Wrap your head around this one, dude. I don't know if you can.
okay.
Dude, this is like
I
checkmate.
think you're just supposed to like people with leprosy die. I thought, right? Just say fuck them, fuck those people. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with the shield ability.
Atheist.
He's always the same.
I can't tell. Is this the same guy or a new guy? Is this a new guy?
I can't. They all look the same. But I got like I don't know if I have like.
Why are them suddenly posting about the new abortion ban, but we're silent about the 13 lives lost overseas?
Face blindness or something. People make fun of me all the time for it. I literally think they all look the same, like the same person.
Do you think that about all white people?
Yeah, I think I might be racist against.
Do you
white.
think that? Do you have the same problem with Turkish people?
No.
Interesting.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these.
Well, it's so funny because he's talking about how he sees white people as the same. I remember reading a study about how people of the same race perceive other people of the same race as differently, for lack of a better term, more human than unfamiliar people from other races. So it's actually very interesting, and it's true.
Some of these dudes, they just look exactly.
No, I know what you mean. They're all born in the cornfield.
That's why I think white people are weird, because I'm fucking black, dude.
And
Yeah. Well, this guy. So the funny thing about this is known as bisexual lighting. Okay, so he has
it's called lighting?
Yeah. So he's got the RGBs popping off. Like he's shirtless. Obviously, obviously cares about the way he looks. That's kind of sus. I'm just saying.
That's
Maybe.
a really good point.
Yeah.
So here, try to wrap your.
Wait, are you trying to say that gay people don't care about the way that they look? I feel like that's factually inaccurate, dude. Come on. Like, I don't care about the way that I look at all. That's why I'm ugly as fuck.
Your mind around this logic. Why are Dems suddenly posting about the new abortion ban, but we're silent about 13 lives lost overseas?
What? But that's not even related. Like what?
Are you sure?
I believe the debate term there is that whataboutism. I'm a debater.
Maybe because they don't care about life.
Wait, but that's consistent.
Why are Dems suddenly posting
But
about
that's consistent. That's like literally in the fucked up logical universe that he tried to craft. Yeah, like Democrats don't care about
It's not a
life.
contradiction.
Yeah,
We are straight up evil.
Yeah,
But
because abortion is murder, as everyone knows.
Oh, I have
Dude, how the
much
fuck?
more.
How are you gonna be like?
30,000 likes, by the way.
But like, that's kind of weak though. That's not great.
I mean, it's not that bad for this kind of logic.
I'm just saying, like, how are you gonna be like, you know, trying to do that fucking like, I'm a sexy Zoomer fucking shit, and then be like, abortion is baby murder. Like, you're such a fucking nerd, dude.
Or doing like the sexy thirst trap and then be
Yeah,
like,
it's
actually, masturbation causes you to have amnesia.
It's so weird. Like, who?
Wait, I want this guy. This is the masturbation dude.
Yeah,
I like.
he's slowly
my
becoming
boy.
favorite.
He's my boy.
Yeah, he's become my favorite already. Yeah.
God Plus says his shirt, whatever that is. All these Repub Christians all for banning abortion because it's murder.
He's definitely fucking yoked and yacked, though. I'll tell you that. He's yoked.
Didn't y'all's Bible say life starts at first breath, not heartbeat? Ooh, slick.
Always claim that being pro-life is purely a religious stance, yet they're always the first ones to bring up the Bible during an argument. Now, I've legitimately
Checkmate, atheist.
Wait, so he's
Checkmate.
He's saying like fuck the Bible.
No, he's saying, bro, it doesn't make any sense what he's
Wait, I
saying.
want to hear the rest of this. I want to hear.
I guess he is saying fuck the Bible, right?
Where's
never
it
seen
going?
anyone who's pro-life cite the Bible during a debate, and I've been in this political thing for a long time now.
Yeah, we know
pro-life
Bible
are simply
thing.
knowledge
What
based
do you mean you did the
biological
political thing? Wait, pause for a second.
God bless
He's
it.
like, wait, hold up. He's like, I've been doing this politics thing for a long time. What do you mean, bro? You're just like TikTok.
17.
You're posting on TikTok and you're literally 17 years old, dude. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude,
Hey.
I've been up in the trenches, dude, advocating for, you know, I've been outside of Planned Parenthood, like, you know,
Look at this on the screen if you could see it. It says, I'm Papa Gut. That's cool as fuck, dude. Look at that. You can barely see it. Poggers.
telling all the girls.
I've bombed 5 Planned
Yeah.
Parenthoods by now.
Yeah, what
Don't
the
tell
fuck?
me what this is about.
Yeah, I was in the January 6th riots. I was 15 years old.
I impaled an officer on January 6th.
What the fuck is this?
human beings is wrong. On the contrary, pro-aborts are real quick to bring up out-of-context Bible verses and random
What's out of
quotes from
context?
God said out of context. He's logicking God. That's God's word.
God doesn't
son
put
of
shit
a
out of context.
Yeah, what the fuck? Omnipotent, omnipresent, but all of a sudden, Mr. TikTok guy's like, that's out of context.
I thought the Bible didn't matter, by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing better than seeing people who hate Jesus and support killing babies attempting to quote the Bible. These
Killing
people are
babies.
ridiculously demented. I love how people who are pro-abort.
This is like this is the wackest debate because it's like it's
Wait,
like
so
sitting-
did God say that everything starts at birth or starts at breath? You know what's interesting about that, though? I remember I read something. I don't know if it was true or not, so I'm questioning the validity of it, but I read something that talked about how the Catholic Church was more okay with abortion until it became, I don't know, there was some kind of a narrative that they wanted to keep more white people in America, so they didn't want white people getting abortions, something like that. Maybe that was just like some fucking crazy like race bullshit rhetoric. I don't really know. I guess I could just dodge, huh? But it's something interesting.
5% of the country agrees and has historically agreed, including like Supreme Court justice from the Federalist Society, that agree that Roe v. Wade should remain the law line. And that might change because, you know, they're demons over there in the
Yeah, I think it is these 85. I thought it was like 70% or 75%. Either way, it's very high. We actually have a country that mostly supports abortion. It's just that a lot of people are more into like the idea of limiting it to the first trimester, I think, or making reasonable limitations. People want to just have like reasonable conversations about it. That's all people want to have, because, you know, abortion is kind of it's a fucked up thing, and I would consider it a necessary evil. So I'm just saying. I feel like what's the point in dodging it or blocking in this game when you could just dodge?
Supreme Court. But this is like a total non-issue that evangelicals have like latched onto for so many years now.
It's incredible that the abortion issue, after all, like when was it, did it become like a federal ban? I mean, how long ago was that? It's been like decades.
Yeah.
And like for now, after all these decades and all the social progress we've been through, the fact that we can come so far across the spectrum on so many issues and still somehow abortion rights are being, once again, it's like on the verge of becoming illegal straight up again.
Yeah, the Supreme Court's gonna take it on soon. I don't know what will happen though, because like I said, even Brett Kavanaugh used the term super precedent when describing Roe v. Wade,
Right.
which is like that just means that it's like well established and hard to shake off.
Well, I'm not gonna be mad about it. I've already made $50,000 reporting people who got abortions in Texas. Like, I'm crushing it. So.
Yeah, you're caking up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice.
I'm starting me and Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, bro, I mean, like, I'm killing it.
We're gonna get dressed up and put on night vision goggles and be looking for like 14-year-old girls outside of Planned
Fantastic.
Parenthood.
10K, bitch.
Keemstar's getting involved for other reasons, but I don't know.
What is the constant dragging of Keemstar for? Like, I don't like Keemstar. I'm just curious. I'm not even really criticizing it because Keemstar's a fuckface, but it's just fucking weird. Because I saw a video the other day of I guess it was forewarning. Is that what you'd call it? But I guess he was hinting at talking to Keemstar at a certain point, or I think that Hassan basically was hinting that he was coming on to be the leftovers person because he was talking about Keemstar more, which was kind of weird. And he was just like, it was just weird. It's bizarre. I guess he feels like now is the time to talk shit about Keemstar because he's going on H Street. Again, like, I'm not really criticizing for it because Keemstar's a scumbag. I'm just saying it's a little weird.
He was just like, he heard, we're looking for girls in Texas. He was like,
Vulnerable young girls?
yeah.
We've got the Cucks coming up next, but it's our ad break. You should get excited for.
Okay, I'm excited.
Hassan's
Draft
first
a
or second
Flint
ever.
skinning
Yeah, I did one on my podcast
One?
like this week for the first time. I think I didn't even see it. I
How was
didn't
it?
see the cut.
How'd it feel?
I mean, Will carried it, like my co-host. He carried it for the most part. I was kind of ripping on it a lot.
That's okay.
I think
I'll be straight,
they might have cut it.
Oh, they
might,
removed
They
it?
might have cut my part out because like I don't have like full editorial control over it because we're working with another company.
Fuckers.
Yeah, so I don't know.
All right, we're going to go to a quick commercial break and we get back and ready to get cucked.
I'm so ready.
Which you can't say on Twitch.
What? You
right?
can't? No, you can say whatever.
Oh, you can?
That was some silly goose shit, you know? They're just being silly billies.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get cucked.
I think that there was a whole big thing about how you can't say cuck or simp or call people simps on Twitch, wasn't there? I feel like that was real. No?
We're all getting cucked.
We're getting cucked.
All right,
I can't
stay tuned. Hello Fresh. What is Hello Fresh, Hassan? Psych. I knew you were gonna say. I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't know what's going on.
On the experience, you. It's ice on HelloFresh or what is what we got?
More. We have leftovers, luckily.
I guess I just
Hassan.
plug
I perfectly
first.
support free membership.
You know,
my God, because
honestly,
to save $10 on a
It's
quick
all sponsorship. I don't care
paperwork.
about it.
She was fired after she was.
I don't
and the script.
I overskipped.
We have a dig from Grifton, ain'toverstamps.com. Never go to the post office again. Welcome back. This is our first segment
I'm gonna
called
kill this
Grifton Ain't Easy.
let's go.
Grifton is not easy, but it's necessary.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's a phenomenon on the right. I mean, there's leftist grifters probably, but
For sure.
you know,
Yeah. Like, you know,
Wait, come on. I feel like we're about to use grifting the incorrect way. So with the grifting, you guys need to understand what grifting is. Grifting is intentionally lying to your audience, basically. It's where you're promoting an ideology that you clearly don't believe in. You don't have any moral standing. And I don't think it's even close to exclusive to progressives, or excuse me, to conservatives. But we'll see what this is.
oh, fucking some of them buy houses and stuff. Fucked
that's
up,
a
dude.
grift.
Yeah.
How dare you house yourself?
It's messed up, dude.
So you've got the
So some people do consider it a bit of a grift because he usually talks about how Amazon's a horrible. I mean, we've talked about this 100 times, but I don't think it's an unreasonable argument to make it a little bit. You could have just bought a cheaper house or not aligned yourself with Amazon as heavily as you did. It's a real criticism. People are like, "Oh my god." I think the worst part isn't even that he did it. It's that I hate it when they'll say like, "Oh well, you need to live somewhere, dude." It's like, yeah, you do, but you don't need to live where you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have got a cheaper house. I'm just saying. I think the response to it was more annoying than like the fact that he actually did it in the first place. That's all I'm saying. It's just kind of a shitty, condescending response because it's not a reasonable response. Like, a normal person needs to live somewhere, so if they live somewhere shitty or whatever, it's fine. But you could have chosen wherever you want. I'm just saying.
the conservative grifting. You've got Alex Jones is a great example. The dude sells slot buckets. He actually was selling COVID cures until like the FDA was like, you can't do that. A lot of conservatives were. Yeah. So we have a segment dedicated to them called Grifting Ain't Easy. And this week,
wait, why is that? Okay,
we have the cucks. What is the cucks? Well, let's just watch the video. My
when
friend.
I saw this, I wanted this to be raw. Like, I didn't want to look it up. I didn't want to pre-watch this. I wanted to see it for the first
Cuck
time.
raw.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's the website.
Yeah, I wanted to be cuck raw.
Yeah. So
It's not about the socialists being rich. See, this is one of the problems that I have when you guys talk about this stuff. There wasn't a criticism from people that Hassan was rich, or at least not from me. I'll say that it's not my criticism. Isn't that he's rich? I wasn't sitting here going, "Oh my God, Hassan's rich. He can't be advocating for socialism." I never said that. It's the aligning heavily with Amazon that I have a problem with when he constantly calls it out. That's the problem. It's not the rich part. It's the aligning with Amazon to make more money, even though he talks about how oppressive of a company it is. You kind of like, I feel like you guys just don't consider that. It's just really whatever you need to say to fucking to support Daddy Hassan. It's a little weird.
ironically, it actually is supposed to be pronounced Quix. It's spelled QUX, and it stands for Quantum User Experience. So the woman who found this is a former Infowars, Millie Weaver. She was fired. You know her? She was fired after she was arrested for robbing her own mother. So
Alex Jones only wants you to rob the Infowars audience of their.
he's pro.
Yeah, he's pro robbing the
yeah.
shit out of his own audience from their hard-earned retirement funds
Right.
by selling them like Iranian dinars or colloidal silver or whatever the fuck he's selling them.
Shredder, you're ruining our set. I spent $3 million on this. Stop it. Shredder, don't. Come on. We're underground bunker.
Would we consider that a grift? Like intentionally lying to people on a product that you don't believe in? Because then by that logic, really most advertising is grifting, I guess.
He's just ripping through the bunch.
You want me to be spelling that well?
Folks, we're compromised. We got
So, but they,
Democrat dog in here.
Shredder, are you Democrat? Answer now, quick.
Joe Biden sent the dog.
All right, here's the cucks. This has raised $200,000 on
We
Indiegogo.
have become dependent on a corrupted, unsecure network, the so-called World
This is
Wide
all stock
Web.
photo
This is
B-roll.
not the intergalactic computer network we were promised. The web makes us vulnerable to
Wait, I'm sorry, but like this is literally all stock photo B-roll.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Also, like what?
I pause too much.
I love that. No, I'm a big pauser.
I'm a
too.
pauser, bro.
Everybody always makes fun of me. Yeah. It's just.
Let's let it roll.
Okay, let's let it roll for now.
tracking any form of digital attack. It's easily gamed, misused, and even abused. Censorship, cancel culture, and
200,000.
deplatforming are symptoms of a larger problem. We're stuck in technological cul-de-sacs controlled by big tech, whose interests take precedence over ours. Their technology is built around conditioning and addiction, control and domination. However, it doesn't have to be this way. Our solution is the Quantum User Experience. QUX, or Quix, is your portal to a new digital universe. When you join Quix, you have unlimited access to whatever content you want. You can live
Wait,
stream,
pause it.
upload your own.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean? Like, you have unlimited access on the internet? Like, what kind of shit are they trying to access? Is this just for pedophiles?
I think that it's like a VPN, and they're talking about. First of all, I was gonna make the pedophile joke, so I'm a little disappointed. But I think it sounds like it's a VPN, and basically what they're saying is like, oh, there's privacy concerns. The government's watching what you do, which is probably true. I mean, honestly, it's already an objective fact that a lot of companies like Google take your information and they sell it to other companies, and they make a lot of money off of it. But I was gonna fuck. But it's the idea is like, oh, there's a privacy concern. If they said that was Alex Jones, I feel like this wouldn't be a grift. Alex Jones is fucking insane. I don't think that's promoting a VPN is a grift from Alex Jones, because Alex Jones thinks that water's for making frogs gay. You know, like he genuinely believes these things. Grifting is when you intentionally swindle somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Files like, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you want to look at some sus shit? Like, you want to look at some shit that you don't want the government finding out? I mean, they definitely will see, by the way. Like, that's the
well, first of all, this product doesn't exist. It's just an Indiegogo fundraiser. It's incredible how much a B-roll from like stock photo can raise you just by grifting. 170,000.
That's nuts. 130,000.
I just don't think that's grifting.
Like, can we see a breakdown? I feel like there's gonna be like,
well, there must be a.
Oh, they had 100,000 gold. They went over it.
Oh, they crushed it, bro.
Yeah, because conservatives are very.
So here, oh my goodness. So you got to get 150 to get in the door with your own cuck.
But like, what? It's a so is it reskinned Apple TV?
We don't know. We actually don't know what exactly it does.
Wait, but when you go back to the video, like the thing that like our tech overlords don't want you to do is what grilling meats in your fucking garage did.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You could do that on any website.
Not while getting cucked.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well,
Oh,
let's see
so
what
it's not VPN? Is it some kind of different software? I'm a little confused on what exactly this is. What the fuck, dude? I'm a little confused on exactly what this is, but it just sounds like some kind of ridiculous. Like remember the Freedom Phone? Probably not, because it didn't really gain a lot of traction because it was dumb as fuck. But there was a Freedom Phone. It was like, oh, this is, you can do whatever you want, so things don't get banned off the App Store. Like I wouldn't consider that a grift. I just think it's dumb.
Even halfway through.
Okay.
She'll explain. I'm sure.
Videos, audio, music, images, post and listen to podcasts. Quix even allows you to use Android
Clash of
apps
Clans on
and
that shit,
games.
bro.
You deserve the
Oh my
online
God,
experience you want to have.
Yeah, like
They
conservative
have
social
they have
media.
the
That
sacred
makes
game
sense.
that Zuckerberg doesn't want you to play, Angry Birds.
Yeah, this is very subversive.
Bro, if they have Flappy Bird, I'm buying it, dude. Because, dude, honestly, Zuckerberg stole Flappy Bird, bro. They got rid of fucking Flappy Bird, man. It's fucked up, you know? Like, what happened, dude? I mean, you could. I think people were selling phones for so much money that had Flappy Bird on it. I just got a spear. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking equip it. All right, this is cool as hell, dude. Nice. Can I still block? No, I can't.
Desktop here.
I love playing Minecraft on my cuck machine. Dude, this is wild.
Use Android apps and games. You deserve the online experience you want to have. Create collections or share new content with your family, community, or the world.
I love that there's two couples.
Share nude content with your family? What the fuck? I already do that. It's fucking weird, dude. Yeah, this spear is cool as hell.
Just
Other websites
volunteer to be the face of
They're the only people that have used
Or
this.
you can upload
If it even
directly
exists.
to Quix. Quix isn't a publisher. It's an interface where anyone can publish and everyone can control their own digital experience.
So-
you can monetize your viral creations. Quix
Nice.
pays content
This
creators
motherfucker
double
is just
what other platforms
loving
offer.
that grill usage.
Affiliate codes and
It's really about
other
barbecuing more than anything.
Or just leave
They're watching themselves.
Yeah, because there's only people on the platform. So I'm confused on this. Like,
Okay, so
like, what's the argument here? Like, you can't be grilling meats on Facebook. Like, that's why you gotta be on Cucks.
Let me
Like,
try to
what-
unpack this. It's a mysterious new gadget that's taken the right-wing internet by storm, raised almost 200,000 from a former InfoWars reporter. But does it actually do anything?
Hey, we'll cover this. That's great.
Gizmodo published an article about it. Let's see if they've determined what is this thing. Gizmodo's hit piece is hands down slander, defamation. Thanks for the link.
Bro, that's great though, because it's like, look, notice how. So
Please help
this
us,
is
yeah.
reverse marketing. Like conservatives love when like the cucks over at liberal lying mainstream media are saying that this product is dog shit, and then
This is the grift. People are buying a product they don't.
Yeah, it's not a grift though. This is so I know like a lot of conservatives like unregulated media, or like a lot of conservatives push unregulated media. I don't think people realize how probably not good that would be, but I don't consider this a grift. This is people actually believe this is a good idea. But it's basically just sounds like a fucking social media platform or something where people can go to make whatever content they want or whatever, and there's no censorship and blah blah blah, a bunch of other bullshit.
Even know what it does.
Yeah.
But it owns the libs, and they've raised $200,000 just for the idea of owning the libs. A product that doesn't exist, and no one even knows what it is.
Yeah.
And it's called the cock.
I mean, to be honest, like I would like to see the breakdown of however many people like.
What server am I on? The prefix of the server is like Omega or something like that. There's servers, and then there's like these overarching type of a server, and I'm in that overarching type server, and it says Omega. So I guess we're in like the same portal. I don't remember the exact server I'm on though. I guess I'd have to log out, and I'm fucking sussy baka though. I guess I could do that. Hold on a second.
Like giving money to this, because like at least with if you remember like with the paraplegic veteran guy who like was working with Steve Bannon when
No, I can't log out because then I'll fucking lose my shit. You're gonna have to go back. This is the new world. You're gonna have to go back in the
wall, yeah. Like there was like a tangible goal. There was an end goal in sight, and
Well,
there's a lot of people that were like giving money to it. I feel like this This doesn't pass the smell test. This is 13,000
Not at all.
people. 13,000 people have backed like
1,300.
Or, I mean, not 13,000. Yeah, 1,300 people have gotten involved. I feel like a big chunk of that probably comes from like one dude. You know what I mean? To like juice it up a little bit.
Well, you can usually you can see the amount.
Yeah, that's why I think it's like sus that they're not showing like.
Oh, you can see how many people backed maybe. Oh, so
1,000 people.
Oh,
at least
they're
get
maxed
19
out. First edition Cucks box, 1,000 maxed out.
Yeah. So
1,000
people get a Cucks box.
So you got 19 who bought the 1,000 pack, which basically means that they will provide you a Cucks preloaded with child pornography, which kind of helps bypass.
Yeah.
You know,
Because it's hard. They're like it's hard to find it. So.
and you don't have to download it. So
Yeah.
it
That's
really
how they
that
get you the
dangerous. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, brother, libertarians. This is just their way of life. You know.
But I just so it says, please help us figure out what the hell this Cucks device for MAGA lovers actually is. I mean, Gizmodo, a tech a journal or website, hasn't been able to figure out
Both
what the fuck.
articles are from my friends that wrote these articles. I love that they're doing brilliant journalism out there. Good job, Tom.
Well, Dan, I know you've been looking at this. Have you been able to discern what is the point of the cuck?
No, like Hassan said, Will is where I heard about this as well. And there's been several articles written in the past week since it kind of hit the scene. And anytime one of them reaches out to the people behind it to try and figure out what's going on, they just yell at them and are super hostile, which kind of tells me that it's probably just like an Amazon Fire Stick.
Well, my thing when it comes to Indiegogo or Kickfunder, like I mean, their fraud is basically the standard on those websites. Like people will just take your money and deliver nothing. It happens more times than not. I feel like.
So what happens? Do they just like not refund? Like does Indiegogo?
Well, it just sounds like you're assuming that it's not going to be pushed out there. It does sound ridiculous, but I also feel like it's kind of unreasonable to just assume that it's a scam right off the bat. It does sound like just some fucking bullshit Fire Stick, kind of like an unlocked Fire Stick, basically. This thing, what the fuck is happening, dude? Okay, whatever.
Indiegogo just go sorry. You just
no, it's literally Indiegogo and fucking Kickstarter are literally vehicles for committing fraud.
Oh, nice. I didn't know. I've never been on either
Well,
website.
so the Trump wall, those guys actually got busted.
Because they did it on GoFundMe.
They did it on GoFundMe, but sometimes the case is raised to the point where a district attorney will actually investigate because it is a crime.
Yeah.
But like, Kickstarter, they give you the money and then that's it. That their job is done.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, look, at least they're being creative.
Excuse me.
At least they're being creative. They're not using like NFTs, the crypto rug pulls like everyone else is doing. Like, Adrian Ross gonna come out with this next week.
Guys, didn't Soulja Boy come out with his own console? It's kind of a similar vibe.
But the conservative one is like very common. This is like a
I think Soulja Boy did come out with his own console, and it was just like stealing someone else's console. I think it was just a fucking like a ROM hack or some dumb bullshit. Here's what the login was.
One thing the conservatives do. There's like one kid who was like the first crypto millionaire or whatever. He was like 14 or something. He had a Freedom phone. I don't know if you saw this.
The Freedom phone.
Oh, this is exactly the same shit. So the Freedom phone was basically like a Alibaba drop shipping campaign for Huawei phones that are like literally less secure than a regular Android you could buy.
Definitely Chinese backdoor.
Yeah, well, not a Chinese backdoor. It's like easily, I think it's like easily hackable too. And it's basically just like rewrite the apps and say like you can have all your banned apps on this. Like that liberals don't want you. It's like, dude, they're gonna make money off you either way. And also, the moment that you put a SIM card in your phone, it's over. Like,
everybody knows where you are. Well, here's an article about it. Yeah, I mean, this is the grift, ladies and gentlemen, and you're gonna see.
I think the Freedom Phone was more focused around having an app store that was unregulated, but I think that they just used the fucking regular app store anyway, so it's kind of dumb.
Week after week.
There's a video of this too.
Bitcoin millionaire Eric Finman announces the Freedom Phone. It's a genius, man.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If you didn't care and you just wanted to make money, grifting conservatives is definitely the way to do it.
Yeah, they got deep pockets. They are easily motivated. Okay, they're super easily motivated. They will immediately they have a lot of disposable income, and they're willing to consume stuff that makes a political statement. You know what I mean? So it's a super easy way to.
Also, what if I don't receive my perk? Indiegogo is unable to guarantee that projects will succeed or that perks will even be delivered or deemed satisfactory. So there you go.
Yeah,
grift secured.
Yeah, just don't go on Indiegogo.
Yes, I was reading your friend's article. Where'd it go? I was getting to this point where it says, well, what is this device? And I wanted to read that paragraph. So what does it do? According to the promotional video, everything and nothing. Users will have unlimited access to whatever content you want, as well as the ability to upload and share all kinds of content. The closest it comes to a hard explanation is that Cuck is an interface where anyone can publish and control their digital creations and also makes money somehow via affiliate advertising.
Who's like, people are fighting one another to get on the Cucks network on the advertising side. Like, it's just because Michael Pillow bought all of them. Like, it's just, I assume the only person who'd be like into buying ads here is Mike Pillow. Mr.
Well,
Pillow.
I mean, listen, you have a global, wealthy market. I mean, it's kind of prime dollars. Anyway, shout out to the Cuck.
Yeah, apparently, they have 500 subs on YouTube?
Yeah, we got their YouTube channel.
Oh, there you go, dude.
Maybe we'll get some. We'll link us.
There's no shot we're gonna get additional information from this YouTube channel.
Come on, don't be such a
cuck.
Don't be such a cuck, bro.
I'm kink shaming now.
Oh, okay.
The comments are pretty good.
Hold on, Cuck's logo in space. Come on, bro. This says it all. $200,000 in Indiegogo. Any questions?
Isn't that? What? I have more questions now.
Any questions?
Every single video you've shown me thus far leads to more questions.
Okay, hold the criticism for this one. First look at the Cucks. Little Star Wars music.
Yeah, why? What's going on? Why is this so like dangerous? Like, why do they have to market this as like?
The future is now. This makes $200,000.
Yo, it's so easy, dude. It's crazy. It's
Cucks.tv, baby.
Man, it's. I love how like these fucking dummies think they're not sheep. Like that's why they're on the Cucks network,
right?
Which doesn't exist and will never exist.
No Cucks network. I think there is already a Cucks network, and you have to be 18 to view it. Here's the response. Cucks is a universal media box where all media is accessible and shareable within a private encrypted network, and accessible to anyone outside the network. It's like Signal.
I hate games that give you like points. The fuck? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these points, dude.
For entertainment in a private marketplace, bro. What are you saying?
So basically, what they want to do is like Gab, but where you can share videos and like maybe make money.
Is it
but it's also like a streaming platform at the same time. It's a private marketplace. The thing is, all of these conservative only or like these freedom lover networks, they always end up turning into what Gab is, which is a network for white supremacist Nazis, and pedophiles, and sometimes both. Like Nazi pedophiles.
Right.
So, because that's what happens when you don't have any restriction. Like it's.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. Like TikTok also became a fucking place for pedophiles. So, and they've done very little to stop that problem. So I'm just saying. But also, yeah, that tends to be what happened. You'll create a platform that's like, oh, anti-freedom of speech or pro-freedom of speech. Right? Like, I'm for freedom of speech, obviously. But if you create a platform that's supposed to be for freedom of speech, only fucking weirdos are going to go to that platform. It's just the truth. And so you end up getting, honestly, some of the worst people. It's always from like the conservative side, because there usually is a little bit more censorship from conservatives than I would say progressives. It is true. You know, you don't have to fucking cry about it. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's unwarranted. I'm just saying. You know, because obviously there's some race realists out there that'll say some like weird shit. Like, I don't dislike black people. I just think that they should live somewhere else. I mean,
so those are the only people that have any reason to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so Cucks is monetized through advertising and transaction fees in the marketplace. So yeah, it's basically Facebook plus Roku meets File Nazis.
Yeah, and it's like, so if you're a File Nazi, like, this is for you, right? But, you know, I don't know how many of them are out there. Probably not.
I think there's 1,300.
I mean, I don't think that, like, you know, advertisers are going to want to go on the File Nazi network.
Can you promote child pornography or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
It is super illegal.
Okay, because I was just thinking that'd be a good vertical.
that would be, the creators of child pornography are like, oh, finally.
Right.
But the thing is, like, the other reason why this misses the mark completely is because they refuse to acknowledge that a big reason why conservatives love Twitter and shit like that is because they get to fucking own the libs.
Right.
And if they're just like sitting in a room with a bunch of other sweaty neckbeards who are into the same shit that they're into,
so
like,
handsome
there's no fucking
Not
lib to
fun.
own.
Yeah.
That's why all those other like.
that's true. That's true. Everybody loves to own the libs. It's a little ironic though, because I know Ethan started owning the libs as like his original fucking thing, right? That was his whole hook.
Conservative like competitor
Owning the
networks, they all do it
SJWs.
because they can't bring on libs to own onto that platform. If they could bully some liberals on like Gab, that should be popping off. So it's no fun for them when they're just like amongst themselves talking like, oh yeah, I love Donald Trump, right? Like it's boring after a while.
Just retweet. Oh, they're all like, I love Donald. Yeah, retweet. Yeah, no, I feel you. I think that's exactly right.
It's so sad though. Like this is, I mean, I feel bad a little bit. This is
well, you know,
it's not as damaging as like ivermectin, like believing that the vaccine is fake and then fucking, you know,
right. That's a whole nother grift. Investigate. So here's investigate Cucks. This is iRobot, and Hassan has infiltrated the
right.
Cucks network.
That's right. I'm in there. I'm in the mainframe. Damn, you guys whipped that up quick.
We found a lib to own.
But first of all, that's graphic design at the same level as the Cucks network.
Oh yeah.
Like that's basically
this tops everything they put out in advertising.
This has got real like graphics design, my passion vibes.
Well, there you go. You know, we operate at a high level here. The number 14 podcast in the world. Doing.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Speaking of number 14 podcast in the world, I gotta take a dump real fast.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. All right, let's take a dump break.
We are back. I apologize for doing that to you.
It's all good.
I have that Ashkenazi genealogy.
What happened? You have some dairy?
I had to drop a dairy. I had one drop of dairy.
Yo, for real though, honestly, I can identify with that. You know, I don't know if I've said this before on stream, but you know that there's an association with like ethnic Jews and having Tourette's. That's interesting. I had a Jewish follower of mine come in and tell me that's why I had fucking Tourette's, because I'm an ethnic Jew.
Are you lactose?
Actually, I'm not.
Oh, you're so lucky. I mean, I'm not either, but I have so many friends that are lactose intolerant. I'm like, if that happens to me, I don't know. Like,
no, I'm actually not, which is weird because amongst my brethren, the Ashkenazi Jews, I think I'm like the one-eyed king, the one-eyed man in the world of the blind. Or
yeah, you are. Yeah,
yeah, that's me.
You
I can learn how the ice cream tastes.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. The Herman Cain Awards. This is a huge hot topic issue here.
Yeah.
We're talking about COVID. Actually, we have a stinger because we were going to make this a reoccurring segment. So what I want to discuss is, can we make this a reoccurring segment, or is it too spicy?
Let's take a look. What's the
stinger,
and then I'll decide.
Masks will not be mandatory for this event, which will be attended by President Trump. We're fed up. We are sorry to announce that Herman Cain has tested positive for COVID-19. This currently okay.
Okay, so that stinger's fire.
Thank you.
But the way I see it, like, for me, I usually. Like, I rip heavy into like conservative commentators who get COVID and die. Like after God rips into them, I'm taking one too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm taking God's sloppy seconds there. Because like those guys are pieces of shit. Like even if they themselves are victims of misinformation, because like Tucker Carlson's not fucking dying. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's vaxxed the fuck up.
He's
like
boosted.
Greg Abbott. You know what I mean? Greg Abbott's not taking chances. Like he has like 8 different kinds of booster shots already probably.
Well, and then look at someone who's not vaccinated, like Joe Rogan. And he says on the show, once he got COVID, he had like a whole procedure.
I think Joe Rogan is vaccinated. Maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I'm wrong about this. But someone was like, yeah, Joe Rogan is vaccinated because he had to do it for the MMA to be a commentator or something. That's what somebody had mentioned to me. I know people keep saying he's not, but that makes sense to me. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe somebody just said that because they are dumb. I don't know. But it makes sense to me. There was a rumor he was, that it wasn't confirmed. What I will say is that if he is vaccinated, though, for the MMA, and he's then maybe he's a grifter.
What's the crooked ass doctor he paid to give him like every stupid unverified medicine plus Regeneron?
Yeah, monoclonal antibodies, which is like what Trump got.
So like even the people that are peddling the misinformation that's getting people killed, when they die.
I thought that was
so when they die, I celebrate it,
right?
For sure. I mean, I'm a horrible person, so don't you know? I'm not exactly a good example, but
I feel like that's shitty. You know, it's what. Yeah, I mean, that's just. I mean, I understand, misinformation is bad, but I mean, fucking happy someone's dead seems. Although I guess it goes along with that liberal talking point of like, hey, I'm happy people die, abortion and all that they're talking about before. I don't know, but it still seems kind of shitty.
I do feel weird a little bit when it comes to people that are just like random casuals. You know what I mean?
Some Facebook post of some dude in Ohio.
Unless they're like somewhat of a community leader or they have like influence or they just like go balls to the wall. You know what I mean? Like they've like prevented others actively from getting the vaccine or something like that. Then I'm like, okay, like I'll engage in this a little bit.
So let me give some context. Herman Cain, obviously, of Godfather Pizza, was running to be. He was actually doing quite well, 2016, again, right? When everyone was running against Trump.
Yeah.
And he was a prominent Republican during that cycle somehow. And anyway, he made all this hubbub about going to one of Trump's events, one of his
first ever Oklahoma rally.
His rally
in the middle of COVID, when the pandemic was popping off, and Trump wanted to make a big deal about having an indoor rally in Oklahoma.
No masks, no social distancing. It's a full yeehaw.
They made everyone sign a waiver though beforehand to be like, if you die, it's like.
And guess who did die? Your boy,
Herman fucking Cain. That's
and
right.
so Herman Cain went to this event, got COVID, and straight up fucking died.
Yeah.
And so
wait, is this real? That's fucked up. It's kind of fucked up, dude. I didn't know he was dead. That's kind of shitty. I feel like, I don't know, dude. I feel like it's not a good thing to. I mean, it's a good teaching moment, but I feel like it's kind of shitty to be like, aha, he's dead, and make a funny goof out of it. It seems like horrible. Jesus fucking Christ.
There now has a bit from birth, like a phoenix from his ashes. He was not reborn. He's still dead.
He's still
dead.
dead.
The meme was reborn from his ashes. The Herman Cain Award.
But his Twitter account is still posting vaccine.
No!
His Twitter account kept posting not vaccine, but like COVID misinfo for like posthumously. They were just like straight up still like.
I remember like the day after he died, his account was posting COVID misinfo.
Yeah.
Like, as he was dying on his death.
Yeah.
Dying.
Yeah.
So there's
worst thing is they never even like brought him up. Like they treated him like a background character, like an extra in a movie.
They literally fucking like swept his corpse into a ditch and just cemented him over.
Like did Trump? I don't even know if Trump ever mentioned Herman Cain. Like he was good.
He was a good man. He was weak. That's why COVID got him. But he was good.
I beat him, and then COVID beat him. I beat COVID. I'm so powerful.
So anyway, here is the Herman Cain Awards. Now, there's been some controversy even among lefties saying it's in poor taste. Let's take a look at. I have an opinion about all this. Let's take a look at some of the top posts of all time.
Okay, let's do it.
I mean, number one, of course, is the man himself. Nobody can ever dethrone him. Don't believe everything you hear on fake news. I never had the Wuhan flu because it doesn't exist. Of course, he died of COVID. So that to me is like, I mean, come on.
I mean, that's too perfect. You have to make fun of that.
That should be engraved.
Yeah, on his tombstone.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So
that's valid. You can make fun of that.
And it's and like, let's be honest, the man died. It's funny. Like, I'm just sorry, but it is. It's just, I'm sorry to say that. And death is tragic and sad. But this man's death also had there was an element of humor in it as well.
I don't know, man. I just feel like this is in really poor taste. Honestly, I've been watching listening to this podcast, and people are like, "Oh, give it a chance," and it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But this part kind of bothers me. Like, there's no, I totally get talking about this. I'm actually not even necessarily against the Herman Cain Awards bit that they're doing. Like, hey, people who are promoting vaccine misinformation and then dying from COVID. Like, okay, that's fine. I'm just a little uncomfy, but that's actually fine. But it's the I don't care that they died thing that's bothering the shit out of me. Like, I really feel like it's shitty. You could use it because I interpreted it as like, oh, we're doing like a teaching moment right now. But it's not the calling out that I have a problem with. It's just the shittiness.
Rarely do you ever see someone reap what they sow. So it is, especially like evil people, especially people that are like spreading vaccine misinformation, spreading COVID misinformation, that is like actually leading to hundreds, if not thousands of people like also getting blinded by that misinformation. Rarely do you ever see people like that, see the consequences of at least a fraction of their damage.
That's why I personally am in favor of the Herman Cain Award. As bleak as it is, these are real people that are dying that we're, laughing at. But I do think it's important, like you were saying, that people see this is real. Like before COVID, conservatives would deny reality in so many different ways. But in the specific way of this pandemic, you can deny it all you want, but it's real and it's going to fucking kill you. And I think that there's nothing raises that point better than this. I mean, this is just one of 9. Ignore the outrage, ignore the thugs, defy the violence. Tonight's Tulsa Trump rally where he fucking died. Well, got
the vid.
He got. Yeah. Will be one for the history books. America's here tonight, baby. These crowds are unbelievable.
I wouldn't call them evil. That's the thing, right? So if you could prove somebody is intentionally grifting, right, in this scenario where they're like, oh, the vaccine's bad, blah, 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 but then they have the vaccine, then yeah, like that person's a scumbag. And if they died, it's like, yeah, fuck you. But if somebody is just dumb and doesn't think that the vaccine is like a government microchips conspiracy and they actually believe it, I think that perception matters. I don't think that makes that person bad. It just makes them ignorant. Because Herman Cain seemed to genuinely believe what he was saying. So, I think it's a teaching moment again, but
it was so funny because America was not there. Like even people in Oklahoma were like, I don't know if I want to see Trump that bad. You know what I mean? Like it was empty. Like the crowds were not there. And it was so bad. I remember because I still cover Trump all the time. I miss him a lot. And greatest president of all time.
He's definitely running. You agree?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Greatest president.
You think he'll get the nom?
Oh yeah, he'll destroy.
Who else going to get DeSantis?
Yeah, no shot. He will destroy every single person in his way, including DeSantis too.
Is it worth Civil War to bring Trump back for the memes?
No, of course not.
Oh, I don't know. You might say yes.
No, absolutely not. I mean, he's horrible.
Memes are important.
I don't know. It was kind of fun during, like, it's obviously terrible, but shit was crazy during Trump. That's obviously not a good reason to vote for somebody because shit was crazy, but, the hell of a time.
He's a monster. I don't care. I wish they would just like, let Joe Biden do his thing, do the Mac attack, run around, be old and fucking silly, so we could have some more Joe Biden memes, but like they're keeping him in a fucking hyperbaric chamber or whatever. He's in a vat. Like, for the 3 minutes that he's on camera, he's like, all right, Jack, yeah, and then they fucking roll him into a fucking vat, and he's like
cryogenically freeze him in between. I love that.
Only to be let out for ice cream.
Here's just a few of the black voices for Trump. We are sorry to announce that Herman Cain has tested positive for COVID-19 and is currently receiving treatment. Please keep him in your prayers. Motherfucker, why are you asking me to pray? You could have just worn a mask. And now I got
Or not go to the fucking Tulsa rally.
I'm sorry. Now God obviously wanted you to get COVID. What is my prayers going to do? It's his design.
Yeah, I can't go against God, dude.
I'm not praying for that.
And then the press secretary, Herman Cain embodied the American dream and represented the very best of the American spirit. Oh my God, our decree for his loved ones, they will remain in our prayers at this time. We will never forget his legacy. That's a lie. You guys never. Only Kayleigh McEnany
the only
said
tweet,
something.
yeah.
Like that sucks.
But it's crazy because he made the ultimate sacrifice for Trump. He went there and died for that man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Trump doesn't even remember him.
Right.
It's so sad.
Herman Cain, he was a great man. Died tragic.
Died tragic. Well, I mean, Herman Cain died doing what he loved, being a fall guy for the Trump administration and the conservative cause. Like that's what his goal was. That's what he wanted to do, and that's what happened.
Apparently, he erased this tweet. It looks like the virus is not as deadly as the mainstream media first made it out to be. Rip. The virus killed you. You died from it. And this is, man, Herman Cain was being killed by the pandemic and then later tweeting after he died that the pandemic isn't really that deadly. Yeah. It's the most important thing that happened in 2020.
Yeah. Their team was just like, no, we got to keep going with this.
Yo, they tweeted that after he died of COVID?
Yeah.
No way.
It's crazy. The team was just like, they were memeing it.
That's the craziest shit I ever fucking read.
People are ride or die. Like, that's the sad
part. Looks like the virus is not as deadly as the media made it out to be. You literally died.
Yeah. So it feels good when I'm not going to deny it. It feels great.
That's the best case. This is the best case.
Yeah. So I'll give you an argument as to why, and I've talked about this a lot. Like, I'll give you an argument as to why this is good to do.
I just read the second one.
Maybe off topic for everyone's last. What is it? COVID early treatment experience ivermectin?
Ivermectin saved my best friend's life. I'm here to share the story. And then later on, I'd love to hear the story. A few months ago, I found out my best friend was sleeping with my wife. I was devastated and absolutely filled with rage. But the week before I planned on murdering him, I was diagnosed with COVID. Since I'm not vaccinated, I took ivermectin to treat it. It did not work at all. I'm now in the hospital and can barely walk, let alone kill my best friend. Ivermectin saved his life.
It's true. There you go. A little minor victory there. But what I was gonna say is this: if you want like a good argument, here's what it is. Conservatives are reactionary, so they are motivated by like pure anger and hatred, misplaced anger.
I just feel like saying that all conservatives are reactionary is like ridiculous. Not because of the generalization, because obviously generalizing is dumb in general. Because I know a lot of conservatives and they're not like super low right wingers. But also progressives are reactionary as well. Like we have to stop. But also, reactionary isn't an inherently bad thing if you kind of think about it. Because of course you're going to be reactionary to a policy. Like if you're a conservative, by definition, you are generally reactionary, right? So as a conservative, you will typically think that the way things are fine. Most conservatives I know are actually open to change, but slower change. They just want to pace themselves. But of course, because the reaction is who's proposing the changes? Well, it's progressive. So of course the conservatives are going to be reacting to that and saying like, hey, I'm not ready for this change. Maybe we could do this instead. Obviously, not all conservatives are that reasonable, but I feel like most are pretty reasonable. The ones I know are pretty reasonable. I know that's anecdotal, but I think that we have these we constantly conflate like the craziest fucking conservatives to like the worst of the worst. I want to try this rapier
out. Towards like liberals, right? They hate the systems, they're oppressive, but then they like, redirect that anger to the common enemy that they have, which is liberals, libtards, right? So this kind of like celebration, I think, should be cause for them to go out and get the vaccine. Because like, you don't want to get owned by libs. You don't want me to fucking own you, dude, because I own you. Like, I will make fun of you. If you die, I'm gonna make fun of you.
So you think the fear of getting owned by libs is more urgent to them than COVID?
1,000,000%.
Yeah, interesting.
Absolutely. So I always tell them like, listen, if you got like parents that are afraid of vaccines or whatever because they're like victims of misinformation, there's different ways of dealing with that. But if you have like a diehard like Republican ass mom and dad, just show them like I'm everything that they despise about America. You know what I mean? Like Muslim dude who's been in the country since only been in the country since like 2008, 2009, and I'm a fucking anti-capitalist. You know what I mean? I'm a diehard anti-realist. You don't want me laughing at you. I will laugh.
And worst of all, you're gonna tap dance on the grave.
Yeah, exactly. I will own you. Like you will be owned.
I mean, honestly, anything to get people vaccinated at this point. So here's some of the ones from this week. Capitol insurrectionist dies from COVID. They said December 7th, I'll do it this way. Coronavirus vaccine, thumbs down. Sure, I'll take the vaccine. Just mail it to me. My health and safety is too important to show up in person. Just like mail-in voting, okay, so they're doing the whole thing, mail-in voting, yada yada. Who in Texas is going tomorrow to DC? My buddy's going. They're driving. Hold the line. Oh, this is January 6th.
Yeah, just think that right now. Just wait till there's 73 million more of us.
Yeah, every Trump voter is ready to go to the Capitol.
Yeah, totally.
Check this out. Research shows guess who the first CEO of Moderna was? A Cornell graduate named Anthony Fauci. Dude, I'm not reading this whole thing. Yada yada. More.
You want to take the jab?
What are you, English?
I don't know.
Country lady.
Why do they? I don't know. I mean, they got to put a little flavor on it. They got to put seasoning on that.
I'm putting everyone on notice. If I walk into a restaurant, bar, etc., and you ask me for proof of vaccine, I will immediately file suit against you. I will file both a personal and business lawsuit for violation of my HIPAA laws, baby.
It's just like so funny. Like libertarians oftentimes find the funniest way to be like the most annoying. Like they are the most like rule-loving rule breakers. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna use the rules in my favor to like debate you. It's like, dude, just fucking chill.
I mean, the HIPAA law was one of my favorite things that came up. Wasn't it Margaret? Yeah, she goes, they go, are you vaccinated? And she is.
Yeah.
And so she goes, that's a violation of my HIPAA rights. I was like,
that's not how that works.
You're not a doctor, dumbass. It's like doctor-patient confidentiality.
Like that's not,
Just imagine reporting yourself as being such a dumbass.
But it doesn't matter because they revel in it. Like conservatives love that shit. They don't care. They just like they think she's brave.
HIPAA.
Yeah. They don't really care about how to use the law as long as they're again owning the libs.
She thinks she's got HIPAA rights. I think she's got HIPPO rights.
Got him.
Hypocrite, not a hippo.
Damn,
I would never make fun of a woman's appearance.
I do all the time for Marjorie
never.
Taylor Greene. She looks like a Titan from Attack
I
on
know.
Titan.
That meme is so good. For you guys that haven't seen that, I'll just
Bro,
hold
what's going on with your gums?
Someone send it to me.
Check that shit out. Go to a doctor, you know? You got fucked up gums.
So, do you make an exception for her to make fun of her looks?
I mean, who's gonna? You know what people always say, like, you're body shaming. Like, what if I look like Marjorie Taylor Greene? It's like, no, you don't. No one looks like her. She literally looks like a Titan. Are you a Titan? Like, chill.
But also, it's like,
I mean,
you know,
I get it though. I get it. People get mad. They're like, oh, when you're body shaming someone like that, you're technically making fun of someone that could look like that. And it's like, dude, just let me have fun, please.
the Titan analogy is undeniable.
Yeah, it's just like, just let me have some fun.
Is someone got that Titan meme in Discord?
Yeah, I'm trying to find one that's like a side by side. I guess I
my
can
God.
pull up two real
If you
quick.
like, probably if you Google like Marjorie Titan Green.
Well, anyway, I'm pretty sure Sherry's about to die. We're getting close to the end. The virus was used on purpose. The election was stolen. Yada yada. You get the idea. If you come to my door and try to force me to get vaxxed, it's not going to happen. Yeah. Why do Democrats support mandatory vaccine and masks for American citizens, but not illegal aliens? Okay. I mean, is that?
Found it in your own tweet.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I said, if you Google Marjorie Titan Green looking ass, like
Yeah, she does look like a Titan. That is unbelievably
She
accurate.
behaves like one too. It's crazy. She's just madness, dude. I mean, she's like a real estate developer, yoga mom, CrossFit lady who is now, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand how she is a politician.
Isn't she like the biggest fundraiser in the Republican Party right now?
That makes sense. I mean, she's
raising like millions.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sherry's about to die. Okay, this is where it gets good. So her last post was, I knew it had to be a corrupt scheme to cause the proper trials to be skipped. It's not safe, yada yada. Update on Sherry. She's in dialysis now. They did go back in late last night to replace the port ventilator. Is still doing all of her breathing for her. They're also starting her on a feeding tube today. Update on Sherry. Her oxygen level's at 90. That's the only improvement. She's taking everything well, and we'll keep her like this for at least 2 weeks.
These fucking psychos.
Some days are just really hard. My sister Sherry lost her battle with COVID.
The problem is like these psychos now think like I see so many tweets from these fucking people, and it's like they say stuff like it's a conspiracy. Like, why are all these truth tellers dying? It's like, I wonder why, dude. I wonder why they're, all the COVID denialists are fucking dying.
They're saying there's an assassination plot, and not just that the pandemic that everybody's saying is real did run its natural course.
It can't be that. And it's like,
so, but the question is, this is a woman who's getting like 20 likes on Facebook, probably not impacting the world around her that much. Obviously, very obnoxious. She's like in deep with the COVID stuff. She ends up dying of COVID. I think it's a worthy cautionary tale. I really do think it's worth sharing. Now, do I think, Herman Cain is obviously in a position of influence, whereas, Sherry from Bumfuck is not. Now, I don't know about like tap dancing on her grave necessarily, but this story is compelling. I don't know. What do you think?
So, I don't go after cases like this. Like, I don't cover cases like this normally on my show, on my broadcast, because I just don't really care. I think it's like a low impact. You know what I mean? Like you said, 20 people saw it and then they died, and she died, and now her family's sad, and some of them are probably anti-vaxxers too, and that kind of stuff.
Well, the truth is, she's more a victim herself of the grift of people like Alex Jones or Crowder or whoever these fucking right-wing people that are grifting on all this fear.
The only problem is that, like, when people like that die, they're not going out alone. Like, the issue that I always have with people like this is like, listen, if you're gonna fucking die in your own apartment, because you can no longer breathe and you need a ventilator, and you're not gonna take up ICU, like already exhausted, limited ICU capabilities by those lying doctors that you think were like assassinating people in the beginning of the pandemic. Like, they were just like making up these insane conspiracies all of a sudden. Well,
it's funny how she's posting all these posts, and then suddenly she's trusting a doctor to shove a tube down her throat to get breathe.
There was a COVID denial, or there's a vaccine misinformation spreading guy that they actually pulled out of the ER, and then immediately he died. Like this happened. I mean, this happens frequently. I remember what's that guy in Georgia that was leading the Georgia recall and like don't vote for the Georgian Republicans like movement. Lynn. I'm forgetting. He's like an ex-Democrat who's a lawyer. He was calling up hospitals to be like, you need to give ivermectin. And the doctor's like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm a doctor. Like, I know what I'm doing. And this guy's like, we will sue you if you don't give ivermectin to our friend. And then that person's like, they're all gonna die. Like, of course they're gonna die. And
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with what they're saying. I mean, if you're going to be a COVID denier and then you're going to take up space in a hospital, I understand why you would criticize people like that. I mean, if you don't think COVID is real, then why the fuck do you need to go into the hospital for it, Then again, people obviously are susceptible to misinformation, like they're saying. If you think that there are grifters out there, then yeah, obviously you would be like, oh, they're just susceptible to misinformation, blah blah blah. But I understand their argument. I don't think my issue was the laughing and like the haha, this is funny that you died from COVID. I don't think that that's appropriate, but using it as a teaching moment, it's fine. I don't have an issue.
People like that, I don't have a problem with. I mean, I'll make fun of them all day, every day.
It's a matter of like, are you grifting people or are you the victim of a grift?
Yeah.
That I think makes the difference.
Well, even the grifters themselves are technically victims if they're dying of COVID, because like the AM radio broadcast people that die, they probably don't think that Tucker Carlson got the vaccine. They have to believe their own shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because like, why wouldn't you take the vaccine?
It's like a pyramid scheme in a way where you have like Tucker and Hannity.
Exactly.
Wait, that means that you're not a grifter, because if you don't take the vaccine and you genuinely think that you shouldn't take the vaccine, you might be wrong. Well, you are wrong, but you're not grifting. Grifting is when you're actively lying to your audience, and it's so weird, like the way that people throw around the word grifting as if it has no meaning, but it does mean a different thing.
Exactly like that.
And they know it. Those guys are behind the scenes. They are 100% aware of everything.
Was it 90% vaccinated?
Yeah, no, they have a vaccination policy. You have to be vaccinated to go into the studio.
Yeah, which is, by the way, ironic because they also hate vaccine mandates. It's like,
they are under a vaccine mandate.
It works.
So if you look at Tucker and Hannity and all these guys, these are multi-millionaires, astute businessmen, educated, highly educated probably in both their cases, fully vaccinated, and they really are that's the grift.
Yeah.
That's the grift right there.
There are more like honestly confused and scared, vaccine hesitant, like Hollywood celebrities than there are conservative commentators. Conservative commentators are not like genuinely vaccine hesitant. They, especially ones at the top, they absolutely know that these things work, and they also know
Trump himself got the vaccine like before it was even publicly available.
Yeah, they know the vaccine works. They know that their audience is skeptical of the vaccine, and this is a great way because conservatives love reading the room. Like conservative commentators and conservative politicians, they know how to captivate their audience by going along with the dumb shit that their audience wants and like really leaning into it.
I think that's right, and I think part of what steers them in that direction too is that whenever you deviate from what they want to hear, there's a riot. For example, Sean Hannity was like, "Yo, people, you should get vaccinated." He did and then like the next episode, he had to come back and be like, "Only if you want to." Like, I'm not about that. Like,
they booed Trump at his rally.
Yeah.
It's the first time that, like, you know, it's the only time that Trump ever gets booed is when he's like, "Get the vaccine. I got
that great vaccine.
Oh yeah, if that's true, then Hannity's definitely a fucking grifter. I mean, you know, if it's purely reactionary, if you're like, yeah, you should probably get it, and then people give you backlash for it, yeah, that's definitely grifting. Then sure.
And I made the vaccine.
Yeah, even then.
But what does it mean? They created a monster they've lost control of, or they just, you know?
Well, they just don't. I think they just don't care. And what I mean by that is like they, like I said, they would rather captivate and enrage and galvanize an audience than fear the consequences of that. They don't care if people die because ultimately, like, they're already going to win regardless, even if they're the minority as they are. Conservatives are the minority in this country. There are less Republican voters in this country than there are Democratic voters, but the system is designed in a way to still allow conservatives a victory. Those who own capital in this country control every facet of government. They've designed the system historically to benefit their needs, and every facet of information, including the media, is there to churn out results that normalize the oppression that we face. When I say we, I mean you and I are. We are very successful and very lucky to have made it out of that.
Oh, that looked fucked up.
Yeah, that did. You want to do it again?
Like, we have to do it fake.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, nailed it. But yeah, like the working class is experiencing a fuckload of weird struggles that they don't need to, but our current organization of the economy has made it the normal thing. And you look at the media, you look at everything, and everything is reinforcing that oppression as like a normal thing. And that's what the media is there for. That's what every facet of entertainment is there for. And it's all there to churn out outcomes that benefit those who own capital. And so there is that breakdown. There is that difference. Wealthy people in the corporations own everything. And
but I do wonder if they just like.
It sounds like he's being conservative exclusive though, but I mean, even progressives like Democrats will still uphold the same nonsensical bullshit. Probably in a different way, but yeah, honestly, I mean, I genuinely believe that one of the reasons why how the fuck did I just hit level 7? That one of the reasons why Democrats won't fix like our broken welfare system, for instance, I'm not saying get rid of welfare, I'm saying fix it, is because I think that a classic tactic from, we'll say, the oppressive class, the wealthy class, is to pit middle class and lower class people against each other. And I think that welfare does that. I think that it does that 100%. It pisses off middle class people who are usually working for their shit. And I'm not saying people who are on welfare don't work for their shit, because obviously people use welfare to subsidize. But there are people on welfare who do take advantage of the system, absolutely, 100%. And I feel like the reason why wouldn't we fix it? Why not fix it? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I just feel like that's one of the reasons, because you're not really hearing Democrats talking about fixing welfare. They just talk about expanding it, but we don't need to expand it. We need to change it a bit. And that's why I'm for UBI, blah, blah, blah. You already heard the fucking spiel, so.
Psychopaths, or are they just, I don't know. Here, let's look at Craig's.
I mean, they are also born into the system. They think it's normal. They think it's like totally normal to just like make as much money as possible.
No, I know, but like, don't you have to be you have to be like a real fucking psychopath to be Sean Hannity, to be Tucker Carlson, to go to work in an office that has a literal vaccine mandate, to be vaccinated, to sit there and then fearmonger about the vaccine that you use and benefit from, that you know works.
I think you get used to it after a while, probably. I mean, they've been lying about shit for years.
They probably tell themselves, I'm just doing entertainment. I'm just telling people
they
what they want to
literally legally say that in court cases.
Yeah.
So
it's the same thing.
I don't. I'm not gonna say like Hassan's obviously not as bad as like Tucker and all that, but I do find it funny. What the fuck did you just say? That that was funny.
They've been lying about shit for years.
They probably tell themselves, I'm just doing entertainment. I'm just telling people
they
what they want
literally legally say that in court cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, doesn't Hassan say that all the time? He's like, oh, I don't have to be educated on particular things or this, that, because I'm just doing political entertainment or whatever. I'm pretty sure that was one of the talking points. People were in the comments saying that when I was like, hey, I don't think that he should have done the whole, like, you know, the sign an exclusivity contract with Amazon. People were like, oh, well, he says all the time that he's not a journalist and he doesn't have to subscribe to these particular values. And it's like, okay, well, he's doing that as well, no? I don't understand. I don't think that we necessarily need socialism. The wealth inequality is so crazy. Well, yeah, it's crazy in this country. We definitely need a way to redistribute. I don't know what... I mean, you know, the problem is that when we talk about socialism, people have a different definition of it. This is one of the things this is the problem that I have mostly with like leftists, is that they'll say, hey, we need a particular thing, or they'll say that we need something, and then you'll look at the definition. No, that's not what I mean. Like, if I look at socialism is traditionally a bridge to communism, I don't think that we need that. But then people will say, well, democratic socialism. Like, okay, maybe we do need that. Like, I can agree with that. Sure, that's probably... We need something. It's just, like, so loaded. It's so difficult to have concise conversations. It's ridiculous.
So it's the same thing that, like, mediums do. Mediums... People can't talk to ghosts, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, spoiler alert. But a lot of people rationalize it, like good, otherwise normal people say, hey, they're just telling the people what they want to hear. And it's like, well, you know...
They're comforting them. They're comforting victims.
Exactly.
That's what they say, yeah.
But it's a grift.
Yeah.
And I think that Sean Hannity and Tucker probably tell themselves the same thing.
Yeah, and also that they might despise the liberals or whatever too on top of that. But I think after a while it's just a routine. Like you can.
I just like to pick their brain.
How about a mixed economy? We already live in a mixed economy. Yeah, I mean, like most of the time, a lot of people point to what do they call the Scandinavian model, which is actually still communism. It's just a mixed economy. But people will point to that and say like, "Oh, we should do that." And it's like, okay, that's still kind of capitalism there, though. So but it's a mixed economy. We just need more. I guess you'd say, to simplify it, we need more communism. We need more socialism than not. I don't know how you'd want to say it. Obviously, you need better like regulation and shit. We need to solve the problem.
Have an honest conversation, just understand because they rationalize stuff. I just love to hear what they tell themselves.
Yeah.
Craig thought COVID was dumb and overhyped, made fun of masks and vaxes. Craig is dead, his brother is dead, his mother is dead, all within a month. I mean, that's horrible, but I chuckled while reading that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the stuff that I don't normally cover. Like, I don't really care. There's a lot of people like Craig out there who just like, it sucks that this happened to them.
Yeah, I understand why some of these posts would be not.
It's very interesting, though. One thing I've noticed is that Hassan is here. He's like, yeah, I don't usually cover stuff like this because these are people that I feel are victims of misinformation. That's a reason. I mean, I respect that. But then Ethan just keeps showing more and more of the same thing Hassan is subtly trying to say, like, I don't particularly care for this. Like, this isn't content that I would talk about. Like, this is stupid. So...
not necessarily newsworthy.
It's like a random dude, I mean...
Let's see, Craig, CC now recommends wearing a seatbelt even when you're outside the car. That's exactly what the vaccine is, right? Like, yada, 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 vaccine, misinfo, and then here's his obituary. It's actually not... this is actually fucking horribly tragic. His whole goddamn family got wiped out by COVID.
Yeah.
That's just sad.
So these people are victims of misinformation. And I think that, like, I would rather redirect the anger towards those like Tucker Carlson and the AM radio talk show hosts, like the conservative broadcasters that are pumping this kind of misinformation. Those like Brett Weinstein even, and like those
Brett Weinstein,
other like
Dark Horse,
boys.
Dark Horse-based podcast.
Oh my fucking God, dude. It's like, it makes me so mad. These fucking clowns, dude. They're like, it's so obvious that being a snake oil salesman now is profitable even if you're not selling snake oil. It's the fact that like you are subversive and you are breaking the mold and you
have that secret solution.
Exactly.
That other people just aren't willing to see the truth.
You don't have to there's no upfront cost. You don't have to like actually sell ivermectin. Just saying that like ivermectin is a secret treatment.
You attract so many engaged people.
Exactly.
They're a captive audience. 100%. You can sell them. I was watching Sam Cedar when he was showing Brett Weinstein when he started hawking ivermectin, and this was really fascinating.
Also vaccinated.
Maybe it was you I was watching.
Could have been me.
It was you I was watching. You showed his Patreon followers skyrocket once he started hawking that shit. And I was like, motherfucker. It like doubled.
Yeah. Of course. And then he went on Joe Rogan and he was canceled, and then he goes on Joe Rogan and then he immediately put out a book, and that's just the way they make their money. It's really gross. It's really, really gross, especially because like I don't think Brett Weinstein legitimately believes ivermectin is a cure, is a treatment.
What's their the company that makes ivermectin
Merck
literally put out a statement and said, do not use this for treatment of COVID. It's not proven. In fact, it may even be harmful. And why would the company put out a statement like that if they could make money? If there was even a shred of doubt of viability for it to treat COVID, they would stand to make a shitload of fucking money just doing that. But like everybody is saying it doesn't help. And not to mention that people are taking ivermectin who can't get it from doctors because any sane doctor's not going to prescribe it. So they say, okay, fuck you. Well, Brett Weinstein and Joe Rogan and everyone said this is cool. So they got down to Tractor Supplies, get a tube of this shit and shit out their fucking intestines, bro. Literally shit out their intestines.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You want to know why this is all fake bullshit? Okay, because like people always talk about like Pfizer.
I just shit out my intestines while during the short break.
You want to know what's going on here? Okay, this is what I tell people all the time. There were 13 companies that were contracted by Operation Warp.
Does Brett Weinstein use ivermectin? Didn't he just say that?
So he didn't 20. 13 companies. 7 of them said yes. Unfortunately, he's behind a fucking paywall, so I don't know what the
I don't have COVID. I've been tested 3 times. I've been over minor illness. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's all good. So yeah, Operation Warp Speed announced the finalists of its funding initiative. Out of the finalists, the only ones that were in the emergency authorization, the ones that got emergency authorization that were viable were Moderna, the BioNTech, which we know is Pfizer, and in the United States at least, and also Johnson & Johnson, which is not an mRNA vaccine.
Normal vaccine.
Just like a regular vaccine.
By the way, footnote there. For everyone that's like skeptical about the vaccine, like Joe Rogan and all these dipshits that talk circle, just get the Johnson & Johnson. It's a normal fucking vaccine, you assholes.
Yeah.
It's it.
Exactly.
Well, I can understand the skepticism because it's technically, it's not a long-term study, so I understand the skepticism, honestly, for it. I get it, I mean, there's no long-term testing on it. I understand why people are hesitant about getting something that's not long-term tested.
But they don't want that either.
5 people had a stroke.
Because they're skeptical of the vaccine in general, and that's the reality. Candidates included are not using traditional approaches to vaccine development, like inactivated or subunit vaccines. Also not included the candidate developed by Sanofi and GlaxoSmithKline, and all of these other companies. Merck also had their own. Do you know why nobody talks about Merck, GSK, or Sanofi? Because their fucking vaccines didn't work. So obviously, that's precisely the reason why the FDA did not give them emergency use
They
authorization.
wish they could have gotten that.
Exactly. They all tried to develop something, and the ones that worked, we're using now.
Yeah.
And that's what frustrates me about this. Is like, if you legitimately think the government's like lying to all of us, then why the fuck do they waste billions of dollars on like 7 pharmaceutical corporations and only have 3 vaccines available?
Yeah.
Because the government's trying to give vaccine companies money because it's all about the capitalist system, bro. How do you like that? How do you like that? I did it. I did the conspiracy.
Brett Weinstein and all these ivermectin hawks, their grand theory doesn't make any sense on any level.
Yeah, it doesn't. They say that you can't trust big pharma. Totally valid. I mean,
Merck
understand
makes
but Merck makes
ivermectin.
ivermectin as big pharma, as big as it gets. So why do you trust? Well, they don't even trust Merck when Merck is like,
right.
They have
we trust the drug. We don't trust the statement. Damn it.
And it's so stupid. And
we tried to get our hands on some horse face, but it's sold out everywhere.
Really?
We tried to buy a tube.
I'm just taking a quick break. I gotta pee really quick. And that game, I'm not really feeling it. It's not really for me. I don't think that game is for me. Probably gonna play something else. I just gotta pee really quick. I'll be right back, guys. Ugh. I gotta survive. I gotta survive. Gotta survive. Staying alive. I gotta survive. Gotta survive. What are you talking about? You don't want to take horse dewormer over the fucking actual vaccination? What are you, a weirdo? How long did I play that game for? Because I don't want it anymore. Let's see. Can I refund this game? I don't like this game. I only played it for 99 minutes. The fuck is Disco Asylum? I feel like, shut up. No, I'm just kidding. Help. Team support. New World. It's not what I expected. I'd like to request a refund. Give it back to my PayPal. My computer doesn't, who cares why? Just give my money back. Alright. What did I click? I just clicked something out that I didn't want to click out, but, you know, that's Papa Guts' fucking normal day. He's just doing dumb shit. Anyway, let's get, let me just log into this. We'll leave it back into it.
Before space, you cannot fucking buy this shit ever. They're literally horses and farm animals. They cannot get treated for this. They have common parasites. They're usually easily retrievable, and they're fucking hordes of people that use this shit like toothpaste. Yeah. And these poor farm animals can't be treated.
And most of the ivermectin information comes from a bunch of faulty studies. One that was done on rats, which is normal. Rats and humans actually have like very similar systems. So like a lot of
especially leftists.
the test subjects are rats oftentimes. But that study, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, yielded inconclusive results for humans because the level of ivermectin that you would need for a human would cause you to actually overdose on it. So they dropped that. And then the main study that showed that ivermectin was actually good as a viable COVID treatment that was subsequently then used on multiple other meta studies, that one was pulled back because it was faulty data inputs. Like they just fucking lied about ivermectin's viability in the results. And they do this all the fucking
They do the same thing with global warming. They take one test, they take one data set that was like retracted or debunked totally, and they'll just fucking run the whole thing. They did the same thing with autism with vaccines too. It's
yeah,
like,
they did that.
They take one fucking test and they won't ever shut the fuck up about it.
This is actually a funny story. It's a disgraced former doctor in the UK, Andrew Wakefield, that made that faulty study for an American lawsuit that said that the MMR vaccine was causing autism in children because of like some gastrointestinal issues that it was causing. That study was completely fabricated. There was actually like literal child abuse occurring in the study. Okay, because he was like doing colonoscopies on children without like getting like prior parental consent, informed consent from their parents and shit like that. Really traumatizing shit. Yeah, and the UK immediately was like, this is ridiculous. Turns out the reason why he was doing it, of course, was also because he was shilling his own vaccine, which was
that's actually insane. Because I'm sure you guys know what a colonoscopy is, but a colonoscopy is when you put a tube up your ass, a camera in your ass, and do your thing. That is already something that adults don't like to get done, and it's not great. It's uncomfortable. I haven't had one yet, but but imagine doing that to a kid. That's fucking awful. I feel like I don't know. I mean, that's fucked up, dude. Especially about parental consent.
Just a separated MMR vaccine. He was selling them individually. Like he wanted the government to use that and sell that. And guess what? The UK, they took away his license, practice medicine. Yeah, he now lives in a fucking fat compound in Austin and continues to fucking,
So he moved to America.
Yeah, he moved to
became
America.
a hero.
He's fucking caked
made
up.
millions.
Exactly. He goes on cruises. He goes on anti-vax cruises, which is so ironic. He's like,
I put them all on a cruise.
Yeah.
Hold on, like her.
Put me on a cruise.
But yeah, he has a model girlfriend. He lives in a fucking.
What's his name? Let me see what
Andrew Wakefield. Model girlfriend has like.
Let's see what his girlfriend looks like.
No, she's famous.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she has a famous model girlfriend.
What the fuck?
I think they might have broken up now.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Wait, put to sleep? Are you put to sleep on during your colonoscopy? I guess so. Oh, you've had one. Good point. You know what? That's a fair point. Fair point, except for my game was dodged, but that's a fair point.
Is this motherfucker vaccinated? What do you think?
I don't know, probably.
He probably is. He probably is. They probably both are.
Yeah, this dude is like having sex with like hotties.
That's fucked up. My aunt was purposely trying to get her whole family sick with the COVID to gain antibodies and ended up having my cousins sick and hurt. Damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, my uncle passed away due to a whole COVID, so it's fucked up.
How's he making money now?
What?
How's he making money now?
Just anti-vax shit. He's a speaker for anti-vax.
He's the king of anti-vax. Who's
he's
doing
like
unsanctioned child experiments. Sounds like he should be in jail for that.
Yeah. Well, the UK didn't hit him hard enough. They just like took away his license. And then America welcomed him with open arms because
Texas has been waiting for you.
It makes me
Okay, so finally, actually, we have our hog of the week. We're gonna wrap it up.
Okay.
This is a segment I want to do every week where we nominate the worst person of the week. And this week is none other than our boy. Is it in the stinger, or do I need to say the name?
You gotta say the name.
Tucker Carlson.
Oh, Tucker Carlson.
It's hard to be even on a week by week basis. But I wrote the stinger.
I don't know. They randomly talked about Keemstar, so I thought it would be him. Your cousin recently died from COVID? I'm sorry, my man. Sorry for your loss. It's fucked up.
All right, a little abrupt there, the ending, huh?
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
Tucker Carlson's a hog every week. He's the champion.
This is our boy Tucker Carlson in primetime television, straight up giving white nationalists, KKK, talking points, primetime Fox News, baby, let's go.
Right.
Talking about the great replacement and eugenics of all things. We love that for him.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. But why? Well, Joe Biden just said it. To change the racial mix of the country. That's the reason. To reduce the political power of people whose ancestors lived here and dramatically increase the proportion of Americans newly arrived from the third world. And then Biden went further. He said that non-white DNA is the, quote, source of our strength. Imagine saying that. This is the language of eugenics. It's
You know, it's so funny. So I've heard people talk about like, hey, I'm worried about people from other countries coming over and, you know, change. I want. I thought somebody else picked my thing. I'm hesitant about other cultures coming here and then losing like our culture, you know, blah blah blah. Okay, I kind of get that. But what's interesting though is I feel like people from South and Central America, they align with our culture more than anything else. I mean, what do you consider like an American culture, especially from a conservative perspective? Picking yourself up by your bootstraps, working hard, right? That's definitely like Central and South American people. Like religious values, definitely big there, and hating gay people. No, I'm just kidding. But you get my point. So it's interesting. I understand so the demographic change. I guess I get it, but really we're just trying to get people over here who will do the jobs that Americans won't fucking do. That's pretty much it. Our country relies heavily on immigration, not only for the lower skilled labor jobs, but even for the higher skilled labor. My understanding is 25% of the doctors that in the United States actually got their training from out of country, which is insane, like because we have a shitty school system. So I don't know. Yeah, I think I watched this clip, but I forgot there was a point that he lost the video. Oh,
he said that non-white DNA is the, quote, source of our strength.
I doubt that he said that non-white DNA is the source of our strength. I think there's value in maintaining culture too. You can maintain culture, though. We have a culture surrounded around immigration. I think that American culture to me is just people like working hard and leaving me the fuck alone. You know what I mean? Like American culture isn't super duper profound. It's about working as hard as you can in the American dream, which is dead. Honestly, the American dream is fucking dead. The American dream is dead because of like rampant fucking wealth disparity. But I value like it too, but it's what does the American culture mean to Tucker Carlson would be the question, you know, because a part of our culture is founded on the melting pot theory. Yeah, I learned about that in school. That's what we learn. America makes us so strong is because we're so diverse, and that's something that I hold very much to. So, but he never said that it's founded on non-white DNA. He probably said it's founded on immigrants. And then Tucker's like, it's founded on non-white DNA. It's like, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, even if he may not be a white supremacist, I don't know, man. As the more that I look at, I don't like the word white supremacist. I think that he's just a dickhead, kind of a racist asshole. I feel like white supremacy is like a next level, like fucking KKK shit. So, what exactly are conservatives trying to propose our country does? I like I said, it's mostly. I just said the whole thing, mostly surrounded around traditional religious values, or just religious values in general. Family, the nuclear family is a big American culture talking point as well. Shit like that. Also, me lagging like a motherfucker. Most conservatives, I think, are like family values is something that's generally advocated for. So.
Imagine saying that. This is the language of eugenics. It's horrifying. But there's a reason Biden said it. In political terms, this policy is called the Great Replacement, the replacement of legacy Americans.
Wait, there's no way Joe Biden said any of that.
No, there's a video of it. He says something like diversity is our strength.
Which is the American melting pot is something we've said since day one.
Yeah, it's 100% true. Yeah. It's like one of the
one of
the only good things about American history, I would say. Yeah. But also, he's going to bastardize that and say that like this is eugenics, which is ironic because he then follows that up with the Great Replacement, which is a Nazi conspiracy. Yeah, like white people are being eradicated.
You shall not replace us.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like straight white supremacist rhetoric, right?
Oh yeah.
But for people,
I mean, white people, I guess, are getting replaced, right? I think it's by 2040 something. It's estimated that white people will be the minority will be 49% or something. So I guess we're getting replaced. I don't really care though. I just don't care. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't really mean anything to me. So
that don't understand this, I need to like, take a step back, because Tucker Carlson is very good at whitewashing white nativist, white nationalist, white supremacist talking points and making it seem like he's just
a nice little dish served up.
He's saying like, wow, Joe Biden is trying to do eugenics by, eradicating white people. So you know what eradicates white people? You know what what the great replacement is? Miscegenation, race mixing. And people like Tucker Carlson fucking hate that. But that is the reason why the white population is decreasing. That, and also because whiteness is a concept based on exclusion, based on purity. It comes from the one drop rule, which means that like if you have one drop of non-white blood, black blood specifically, that means you are no longer white. That's why, despite the fact that Obama is half white, we don't consider him to be another white president. We consider him to be the first.
That's true, though. Actually, that's a good point. I was actually just about to say, like, yeah, it was, you're non-white the second that there's another, race mixed within you or whatever. So that really the solution is we just got to start colonizing, people of color girls. You know what I'm saying? With our white genetics. Or people of color in general. I don't know why I made it about white men. All jokes aside, though, it is an interesting thing. But again, I guess there are some people who are worried that if white people are no longer the majority, that they'll be oppressed. So, sure. But those are mostly, I think, internet people. Because there is a trend online now of hating white people. Absolutely. It does exist, of course. It's just that it's mostly online. I've never heard some dumb shit like that in real life, so I'm not really worried about it.
Black president. Right. Because whiteness is a concept, and I have to repeat this.
That's white people decided that? I don't know that white people necessarily... I mean, I guess maybe white people decided that. Do you think that a person of color would like to be considered white, though? I'm just exploring ideas because I know that in a lot of black communities that being white is like not a great thing. They'll... Like, if you try to speak correctly or try in school, sometimes they'll invalidate your blackness, like, oh, you're acting or speaking white. I don't think that's a white concept. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just exploring ideas. I'm not saying white people don't uphold it as well, but does anybody else actively try to go against it? Because it seems to be like a point of shame to be, that's just different than not accepting any problem. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, sure. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about, like, in general, talking about, is it just upheld by white people, the concept of like, oh, if you're not, this guy's gonna fucking take my shit. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. What do you think you are?
Is built around purity, the purity of the white gene.
Also, what does whiteness even mean? I mean, whiteness has no specific origin. I mean, you're talking about like a multitude of cultures and people and identities. It literally just means, like you said, white purity.
So and it's also a concept that is always expanded. Whiteness is just a substitute for power. This is like, it just means like the in-group, the group that holds the power. And when immigration or miscegenation, black people and white people having sex with one another consensually, which is the thing that Tucker Carlson hates. I cannot stress this enough. You need to understand this. This is what racist people fucking hate, okay? They want to say
black.com.
Yeah, it's just, exactly. I mean, they love that shit. They love jerking off to it.
They love watching it, but if she gets pregnant, do we abort or not?
Oh, they probably abort all that shit. But the point I was trying to make is like, they are, the concept of whiteness is so malleable and so interchangeable and not like a solid.
What is it? What is that? Oh, is that what he's talking about, the one drop rule? I'm not super educated on that. I was just kind of like exploring an idea. That makes sense, though. They totally created the one drop rule in order to deny rights to people. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you got a good point there. Good point. I'm thinking too modern day instead of historically. You have a good point there. That's my bad. But that's a good point. So they created like the one drop rule. So if you're not fully white, then you're not fully right, I guess you would say in that scenario, which is okay. That's fair. I guess I was just thinking too modern. That's my bad.
Solid thing that, I mean, there are historically so many groups of people that were not considered white.
I'm not considered white, but I'm white as fuck.
Yeah, same. I'm fucking literally, my people are in the Caucasus Mountains. Like,
exactly.
Get more Caucasus.
Irish people were not considered white for a while. They're white as motherfuckers.
Irish people were not considered white. Polish people were not considered white. Greek people were not considered white. Italians were not considered white. Italians still are POC, so that's a little different.
Hey, come on. Yeah, protect the group.
Exactly. That's a little different.
Marginalized.
But Jewish people, similar. And it is constantly expanded. Hispanic people are now considered white as well, and they were not originally. As a matter of fact, Benny Franklin once famously wrote,
You'll fly on.
It's very interesting on the Hispanic thing, considering Hispanic people white, because I know there's a lot of Hispanic people who... There's this weird narrative, and I saw it for a while, where people were saying that being Hispanic wasn't like a race or something. It was like a classification, and Hispanic people just wanted to be recognized as like a race or whatever. And people are like, no, it's different, blah, blah, blah. They went off to some like pseudo-intellectual bullshit. It's just interesting, because I know race, generally speaking, is a social construct, right? If we want to be extra woke. So if race is a social construct, then that logic, the way that we classify shit, I don't know.
Really?
Okay,
oh, fuck, there's a lot of flies everywhere. Benjamin Franklin once famously wrote, Germans were not considered white.
Wow, that's a hot take.
Because the Germans were swarthy. They were too swarthy to be considered white like the Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, or the Anglo-Saxon, yeah.
I knew I wasn't considered white.
It's a totally fabricated, made up concept.
Yeah, I think you make a great, very compelling point. Is like this idea, because people always try to trivialize this idea of like, why can't I be proud of being white? You could be proud of being black. You could be proud of being Jewish. You could be proud of being Turkish. Why can't I be proud of being white?
Well, the reason is because what the fuck is whiteness? Like, what are you? What
actually, where are you from?
Yeah, and
NASCAR. That's what whiteness is. NASCAR. Okay, motherfucker. I'm proud of being white. I'm proud of being NASCAR sexual. NASCAR file. Okay? Are you gonna tell me what do you you gonna tell me that that's not a culture, dude? Fuck you. By that logic, a white person can call themselves black? Sure, I guess. I mean, everything's a social construct, but our social constructs are still rooted in things. Like, I didn't say things are a social construct all willy-nilly. That wasn't the second part. I said that race is a social construct. Like, the way that we define race is a social construct. The way that we define a lot of things is a social construct. Just so you know. The way that we define our fingers is a social construct. Why don't we call them fucking ball sacks? Words are social constructs. You gotta get extra woke here, dude, okay? We're fucking exploring concepts today.
That is the main difference between white culture and black culture. When people say white culture does not exist,
It's more about being proud of not being them than being proud of who you are.
Exactly. And the other part of this, and this is like important for a lot of people to recognize, is that there's no white culture. There is English culture. There's Irish culture. There is French culture, and
usually black culture centralizes around a history of oppression and trying to be proud of going through like a historical struggle, like a united struggle, and etc. Right? White pride would just be causing people to struggle. At least in the United States. Where the fuck is this guy? At least there you go. What's up, man? Fuck you. At least in the United States, it would be classified as that. I don't think that black people outside of America... Why are you doing this? I don't think that black people outside of America really have like a black culture, so to speak. It's more, whatever black cultures there are. Shit like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, Nigerian and stuff like that, if that makes sense.
Americans know that. Black people, on the other hand, specifically African descendants of slaves, do not know that because of chattel slavery. That's the reason why there is such a thing as black culture, because it's a collective culture built within oppression, between a collective culture built on top of the collective struggle that black people faced. They had to build their own identity. They had to build their own culture because they were robbed from their homes, raped, genocided, colonized, and that's why they can't trace their ancestral lineage back to like whatever country they come from. And that's why there is a black culture that was built in that intergenerational trauma and struggle.
That's a great point. I mean, African American is a very distinct cultural identity, like because you said their past was erased in a lot of cases.
You think what? You think Jefferson is a traditional black last name? Like, no, it's not a traditional African last name. It's the last name of a fucking slave owner. Like, that's where that comes from. Washington.
And so what about someone who, says, well, I'm a white American. That's my culture. Why can't I be proud and white?
Well, it's like you can be proud of, like, I guess, being English or something.
Sure, I love being English. Yeah. That doesn't sound racist. I love being English. I love being German, whatever. You say, if I love being white, that sounds racist.
I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I do like being white, okay? Because, listen, bro, it's just easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, being white means like it's just easier to be white. You don't have to deal with all the extra bullshit that comes along with all the other race shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not proud of being white, but I'm not disappointed. I mean, if I had to re-up every year, I probably would. Who wouldn't though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you play on hard mode intentionally? I'm not really looking to struggle. I just I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest with you. Okay. I'm just being honest with you, being an honest American, and don't censor me. Don't censor me, bro. Okay?
Because it's more, I'm proud that I'm not you. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything.
And it's a totally that like white pride and white power is also co-opted by the Black Power movement. Like whenever marginalized people want to fight back against their oppression and their oppressors, there's a lot of racist white people or racist oppressors, colonizers that are like, well, if they're doing that, I'm going to build a fucking counter movement around them. That's why you have all lives matter to the Black lives matter.
All lives matter.
Yeah, that's why you have a police lives matter to the Black lives matter. That's why you have, which fucking police is not even a race, which is ridiculous.
Blue lives matter.
They weren't even fucking trying on that one. They're just like, yeah, fuck black people. That's what they should have just called that. And same with like, when you have a pro-choice movement, you have a pro-life movement. Like,
yeah, that's true. I understand. It's always like a reactionary thing. I'm sure most of it is racism, but I think that there are some white people who just they feel left out. That they're just like, why can't I be proud too? Why can't I be proud? You know what I mean? I can respect. I mean, I don't know if I can respect that, but I can understand that. Bro, I'm just fucking decimating in this game.
Like, conservatives don't give a fuck about life. Give me a break. They just want you to forcibly carry a
LOL, you like being white because you've never been black? Dude, I used to be black. I just decided to be white. It's a racist social construct, bro. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Are you telling me that there's a black privilege that I would want if I went black? Are you telling me that the saying once you go black, you never go back is in reference to identifying as black as well as sleeping with black people? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'm transracial right now. What? We're just fucking around, dude. Give me a break. Transracial is a real thing. It more is reserved for people who are like adopted by other people. Like if a white family adopts like a black family, or a black family adopts a white family, and there's like a different identity associated there. Isn't that interesting?
Pregnancy term. That's it. That's what the honest name of that movement is. But they use, some clever marketing tactics to make it sound like
marketers, man.
Yeah, they are. they very cleverly and very expertly, some of the think tanks, churn out this kind of propaganda and co-opt the movement of oppressed people.
That was a great breakdown. I really appreciated that. I think it informs why what he's saying is such a fucking psychotic take on primetime television in America.
But notice how hard it is to fucking break that shit down, because it's so much easier to go along with the pre-existing bias that's built in that like society has taught you. It's so much harder to.
Why can't I be proud of being white? And you go, well, I guess that makes sense.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of that kind of propaganda. That kind of like
it's so easy to get hooked in with that. It's like, yeah, I'm white and I'm proud.
Exactly.
They brag about it all the time, but if you dare to say it's happening, they will scream at you with maximum
I'm white and I'm sexy. I don't know.
hysteria. And here you have Joe Biden confirming his motive on tape with a smile on his face. An unrelenting stream.
What happened? Did they cut out the?
I guess they cut it out.
Or did it restart?
And it's not even. It's not. Oh no,
restarted.
It just restarted. So the funny thing is, like, it's a video. It's footage from 2015 when Joe Biden's talking about this.
Wasn't the president?
Yeah, which is hilarious. Like he went back in time to like clip chimp him.
Like all of a sudden he's making a story out of some all that shit.
Yeah, because he wants to tie it back to like Joe Biden wants Haitian migrants to come into the country and ooh spooky.
Here's the clip.
Replace the white folk here.
Wait, here's a Washington Post. Can you leave me alone, please? Thank you. Peace and love. So here's the clip that he's made this whole.
Yeah. An unrelenting stream of immigration, non-stop. Folks like me who were Caucasian of European descent, for the first time in 2017, will be in an absolute minority in the United States of America. Absolute minority. Fewer than 50% of the people in America, from then and on, will be white European stock. That's not a bad thing. That's a source of our strength.
Got him.
An unrelenting stream of immigration. But why? Well, Joe Biden just said it, to change the racial mix of the country. That's
he didn't say that. He said diversity is our strength.
That's precisely what he said, and it does not matter. The anecdote is in reference to Lee's estimation, but it doesn't matter because
it's very compelling.
He's already talking to an audience of people who are like, yeah, you're right.
It's very compelling.
Yeah,
if you're susceptible, or even a little susceptible, and you're like, oh my God, Tuck the Dick is right.
Exactly.
He's missing key context. They're talking about a conversation with the Singapore Prime Minister.
Dude, what is this fucking ringtone that I'm hearing? I'm flabbergasted. What the hell's happening? Why do I keep hearing like a fucking weird ringtone?
Anecdotes in reference to Lee's estimation, China's interest in unearthing a metaphorical black box which unholds the key. What the fuck is this talking about?
That there is in America, there is an overwhelming skepticism for orthodoxy. From the time a child, whether they're naturalized or they're native born, they think about it. A child never gets criticized in our education system for challenging orthodoxy, for challenging the status quo. I would argue it's unlike any other large country in the world. See, there's a second thing in that black box: an unrelenting stream of immigration.
Yeah,
non-stop.
He's saying diversity and challenging orthodoxy are the two key American strengths.
That's amazing how he took that out of context. He's talking historically, which is undoubtedly true.
I know, but he's a psycho. And like the question you got to always ask people is like, you got to ask this question. Whenever someone, you the listeners, if you have someone in your family like this who's like, yeah, why it's actually bad that white people are, they're going away. Real Nazis will call it white genocide, which is laughable. Like, imagine being so privileged that you think like people immigrating into this country is like genocide. Genocide is when people murder you for being a certain way. But ask them the question like, why is that a bad thing? Just sit there and wait.
They would say because they know they vote Democrat and they're gonna.
That's not true.
Well, that's what they'll say.
But it doesn't matter.
But it's true. Latinos are conservative.
Not even true. Texas massively Latino state,
and yet they still hate them.
Well, it's just pure racism for the most part, but it's pure. It's motivated, even if they recognize it or not recognize it. It's definitely motivated a lot by racial resentment, and white purity. It's just super old school.
You want to see white purity? Look at this inbred motherfucker. Who wants to look like that? That dude his face looks like corn on the.
Maybe people are just a little spooked out that once they're no longer the majority, that they're gonna get nay-nayed by the minority group. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe some people are just they're fucking bothered. I think that, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe white people are like, I'm a little afraid because maybe we're gonna get historically oppressed. They're gonna pull an Uno reverse card. My thing though is that you could easily avoid that by getting the N-word pass. You know what I mean? Getting not the N-word pass. That I meant invited to the cookout. Obviously, that's a fucking. Oh, that's not what I meant. Sorry. Get the invited to the cookout. You have to get your certified black ally card. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be good. Sorry for that slip.
Look, bro.
Yeah, he got jacked though. I think he's like doing steroids lately.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, I think
he doesn't look.
Which I think a lot of like white liberals are trying to do by pandering to black people. Not like like listening to Black Struggle isn't pandering, but I mean like the pandering where. They'll get on one knee in the coffee shop and be like, you can cut the line because of historical pressure. That kind of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? I have a black friend. Please don't genocide me. Stop, please.
Like, here's the face of white purity. Look at these faces. My God. Jelly donut and corn on the cob. Here's Fox News. So basically, Tuck the Dick Carlson is making literally the same argument as the KKK Grand Wizard David Duke.
I think that our heritage in this country is being lost. I'm not against the rights of any minorities, but I think this country's on.
I'm not against the rights of any minorities, but I want to strike down all Mexicans dead where they stand. I want to kill them at the border.
Yeah, they want to purge them. It's like, well, how are you going to do that in a non-violent way?
I'm not against their rights, but I do want to go into their house and kill their babies when they sleep.
To being a third world nation.
We have a moral obligation to make the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and dirtier and more divided.
That's dirtier. Yeah, like literally.
We're losing
They just fucking dirtier. Like what? That's just such a dumb. That's just a fucking weird racist take. Jesus Christ, you really say that? I mean, it's one thing to say like, "Hey, I'm afraid that our culture is gonna disappear with too much immigration too quickly." Like, fine, okay, I get that. I don't think that that's a racist argument. I think that that's just out of fear. That's fine. But to tell people that your country's gonna get dirtier from fucking people from south of the border coming over is just so fucking stupid. It's like that's obviously racist. That's just dumb.
straight saying like immigrants are
Dirty
dirty.
ass immigrants.
Man, shut the fuck up. I bet that motherfucker doesn't even have a bidet, bro. Wash your fucking ass, Tucker Carlson, you dumb bitch. Talking about immigrants being dirty, like
Shitty
dumb
ass.
fucking all
And he
blue
tucked his
blood
dick back
bitch.
there, so that's a whole other stink.
Yeah, it's just like he's such a fucking
Bro, Italian immigrants are very dirty. I'm sorry. I always think shit on Italian people because I have Italian friends and I always tell them that they're fucking Neanderthals and shit. I'm sorry for that. So that just kind of ingrained in me to just take shots at Italians. So this is my bad.
he's such a garbage fucking
hog of the week, hog of the decade. But this is interesting. Now, this is mainstream television. The same talking points as KKK Grand Wizards.
Integrity of our society. Our children are going to be growing up as strangers in their own land.
I'm surrounded by Mexicans.
Joe Biden just said it, to change the racial mix of the country. That's the reason, to reduce the political power of people whose ancestors lived here and dramatically increase the
Wait,
proportion
pause for a second. That's the best part. It's like, yo, I didn't know you were Native American.
You can't even go there. Yeah, you can't even go there.
The people whose ancestors lived here. Like, what the fuck?
We were grown out the earth. I was born from a seed back 10 million years ago.
Silly, but hey, Donald Trump did the exact same thing. Donald Trump, if you remember, once said, AOC, Ayanna Pressley, and Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib should go back to their own countries.
It's the best.
And it's
They're
like
all
AOC's,
American.
yeah, well, except for Ilhan Omar.
Isn't she born in America?
Ilhan Omar?
Yeah.
No, she's a Somali refugee.
No.
But it doesn't matter because everyone else, with the exception of Ilhan Omar, has been in the United States for many generations, especially AOC, who's been in the United States for longer. Like, her family has been in the United States for more generations than fucking Donald Trump's. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, it's just bullshit.
It's so blatant white pure.
Yeah, it's just like, hey,
awesome.
I'm white, so
such
this
a
belongs to me.
self-reporter.
My ancestors.
The hate that AOC gets is to me always so ironic. She is such a salt of the earth.
I mean, like, okay, listen. Obviously, Donald Trump was being a dickhead and racist when he said that, but also, I feel like it's a hot take to say AOC doesn't deserve some kind of hate. Like, AOC's kind of a dingus, you know what I mean? That's how I'll describe it. I'm not a particular fan. I didn't like the misinformation she pushed up about Medicare for All, saying like, oh, it'll be cheaper than our current system. It's not true. Jake Tapper had a corrector on that. The person who wrote about the Medicare for All bill talked about it. Like, even Bernie Sanders was pushing that as well, though. They were talking about how, like, oh, it would actually be cheaper, based on the Koch brothers said it would be cheaper to implement Medicare for All in the way that Bernie Sanders wanted it than what we're doing now. And it's like, it would be true if everything was perfectly done ideally, but like, we don't live in an ideal country, so it's not going to happen. It goes even as far as like, Bernie didn't even have a price for how much it would cost to go to a doctor, so you can't even make those assessments, So I don't know. I'm not a particular fan of AOC. I'm not a particular fan.
An amazing American dream story. Bartending, a working class American rises up from the ranks to become a starlet, a highly popular elected official that's enacting change. That's a good American story.
I don't know what change she's enacting. It's one of those things where she's very aggressive against the other Democrats, which I understand, like systems fucked or whatever. But she has this idea that like everybody can be as radical as her. And not to side with Nancy Pelosi on something, but I remember Nancy's like, she lives in a district where like a fucking bottle of water that was Democrat could win. So she doesn't understand the struggle. That generally speaking, it's your job as a congressperson to advocate for your people. That makes sense, right? And so there are Democrats who aren't leftists. There are Democrats who are more moderate. So a Democrat in one area is not going to be the same as a Democrat in another area. So you can't really act as such. Also, what should I get? Oh, I definitely should get physical boots. So I'm just saying.
Story. And I don't know. And it's amazing how they spin it. Right. Yeah, she's brown.
She's brown.
Here's more KKK talking points for you guys to enjoy.
Twitter video is so bad.
Oh, I fucked up. I accidentally refreshed. I don't want to take away the rights. I just want to come in your house in the middle of the night and murder your family.
I think our heritage in this country is being
immigration. But why? Well, Joe Biden just said it, to change the racial mix of the country.
This guy's not even white. Let's be honest. He's red.
Yeah. I mean, he's like a lacrosse guy. You know what I mean? You can just. Hey, I found like an old photo. I was hanging out with the Channel 5 guys. You know,
yeah, of course, Andrew.
Yeah.
Dog.
So they found an old photo of Tucker Carlson. He's got like his pants are like they're swagging.
Oh, he's swagged?
Oh yeah, his pants were like dick level. Like,
for real?
Yeah, he's got the fucking lechuga, the fucking hair. He's like he's wearing a polo tee with the fucking popped collars. Like, he's just like a straight fucking bro. Like, and that's the thing. Like, he used to be on CNN. Like, he was a bow tie guy on CNN. You know what I mean? Like, no, he's a fucking media demon. He knows what he's doing. He's really good at what he does. Unfortunately, what he does happens to be.
I do actually think he's a white supremacist.
Whose ancestors lived here and dramatically increase the proportion of Americans newly arrived from the third world.
You have a rapidly declining European American majority, and if we don't reverse this soon, we will be a minority in our own country.
We got to kill the Mexican baby.
Outnumbered and outvoted in our land, and no matter what you think about any issue, you will be powerless to make your voice heard in government.
This policy is called the Great Replacement, the replacement of legacy Americans with more obedient people.
Legacy Americans. The fuck is
that? Like the beta Americans.
He's such a bitch, dude. He can't even say it. Like, that's the funniest.
I'm trying to replace the legacy Americans with the 2.0s, bro.
Or he's just like, he's such a bitch. He's such a cuck. Like, he can't fucking straight up say it. I mean, he's just trying to dance around the 14 words. You know what I mean? Like, he's so pathetic.
He's replacing legacy Americans.
Legacy Americans. Like, shut up, bitch. We know what you're trying to say. Like, the fuck is the legacy Americans, dude?
Well, legacy. I mean, a legacy American is a Native American.
Yeah.
To be frank. So that's about it. Oh, this was a great take too. As we wrap it up here, he says that vaccine is for our ploy to identify high testosterone men. You seen this?
No.
That's true. The part's true.
The point of mandatory vaccination is to identify the sincere Christians in the ranks, the free thinkers, the men with high testosterone.
Wait, pause.
Literally says men with high testosterone.
Okay, I gotta say this. There's no scientific basis for this. Is the funniest fucking lower third because there's literally no scientific basis for anything he's saying.
He's doing a bit where it's like, I don't know it's true. I don't know it's true. I just feel it.
He's just like talking directly out of his ass.
There's literally no sense of humor in the delivery though. So this is just a legal disclaimer more than a bit.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel like Fox News lawyers would probably use that in court to be like, well, we wrote it. We fucking wrote it.
Yeah.
Kind of your fault for believing us.
Who would believe this?
Yeah.
No reasonable person will believe this.
Yeah.
Mandatory vaccination is to identify the sincere Christians in the ranks, the free thinkers, the men with high testosterone levels.
Bro, I'm sorry, but how do you say men with high testosterone levels without even like cracking a smile? That to me is mental.
The funniest part about this is like, listen, I mean, Tucker, does he not know like a single person who's served? I don't understand. Like, dude, the first day of basic, you get hit with every vaccine. They put you in a fucking line, okay, like cattle, and they fucking jab you up with every vaccine. And there's mandatory vaccines in the military, just like there are mandatory.
George Washington had a fucking mandatory vaccine during the Revolutionary War.
Exactly,
I mean, it's just,
and it's a very American thing to do.
George Washington was a damn hated America.
Nothing says alpha like eating fucking 3,000 calorie MREs and then being afraid of a fucking vaccine that like more than 1 billion people have taken so far and are perfectly fine. Like 3 billion inoculations so far in the world, but like our alpha dogs in the American military, they're that's one step too far.
So this is something that I have an issue with here, and it's that people don't talk about this enough because there are vaccine negative side effects. My mom got the vaccine, and something that happened when she got the vaccine is she got really fucking annoying about me getting the vaccine. And so when we talk about not like there's no vaccine side effects, the reality is that there are some. People who take the vaccine are very annoying, and they piss me the fuck off. And sometimes it's just like, shut the fuck up, leave me alone, okay? You're annoying the shit out of it. I'll get it. It's okay. I'm just afraid. You know, one of the things that makes me a little afraid though, and like I think you guys should get the vaccine, but I don't know, man. You'll say the vaccine's FDA approved, but FDA also, I think, approves McDonald's. You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck? That's poison. You're eating fucking poison. I don't know. I'm just bringing that point up.
If you're in the military and you're anti-vax, you're the stupidest person.
You should get vaccine though.
Like you are literally the dumbest person, bro. They are testing, like they're giving you go juice. They're giving you like anthrax vaccines. They're gonna fuck you up like they did in Desert Storm.
The face of alpha male. That's a high testosterone male right there, my friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Bow tie to me says alpha all the way.
I mean, he's chinless as fuck. I'm sorry. It's like
I mean, he is the picture representation of the virgin.
It's just so funny whenever they're like they try to portray masculinity.
Well, hold on. You're gonna call this man chinless? Sorry, but get in line for the gun for the hot shell with a little spittle in the corner.
What I don't understand is like if you like I'm not the type of dude to be like, oh yeah, depictions of masculinity are incredibly important or whatever. Like I don't go fuck. People really like get bent out of shape when I paint my nails and stuff. But like if you look like this, then maybe don't try to say like, well, real alpha men look a certain way. I don't look that way, but I'm an alpha man too. It's like, well, no, you're not. I guess
he's a hog. I mean, I think his race is hog. He looks like a fucking farm animal.
And anyone else who does not love Joe Biden and make them leave immediately. It's a takeover of the U.S. military. Yeah, they're doing it. This show is just obtained a PowerPoint that the Army is using to justify mandatory vaccines to the troops. This is an actual slide from it on your screen. You'll notice there the sympathetic portrayal of Satanism. How many children?
What the fuck is this? They said this is a PowerPoint from the Army. The 7 tenets of Satanism. What the fuck is this?
Questions from the Friday. How many children were sacrificed to Satan for the vaccine? What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck this is. What are they saying? Like the military Satan is now?
One should strive to act with compassion and empathy towards all creatures. Oh, this is the 7 tenets of Satan.
The Satanist church is like a meme.
Do you have any intel on this?
Sacrifice to Satan because of the vaccine, the slide reads apparently sarcastically. Then the presentation proceeds to list the so-called tenets of Satanism, which are taken straight from the Temple of Satanism website. So here you have the United States Army doing PR for Satanism.
He already admitted it was sarcastic.
Also, where was it from? Like some fucking some secretary somewhere in the middle of the night. Is this like coming down?
Like, don't get me started talking about the military. Like I will get real spicy. I'm just gonna let you know. Like
we don't have enough time left.
Yeah, you will lose your sponsors if that happens. But my point is,
was he gonna say that like we deserve 9/11 again or something? Like I don't know. I don't understand, dude. What is he gonna say about the military? What it could be that spicy that would fucking get him demonetized?
Like
one last thing.
I gotta pee.
On Tuck. This is it. We're gonna end on this. This was my favorite Tuck moment in a while.
I won't pee. I'm gonna watch this.
You're gonna want to pee after you. You can pee your pants.
Okay, let's see.
He calls me Dave Rubin, of course, the paragon of free thought. And,
one day we'll talk about this too. I used to work with him, as you know, at the Young Turks.
Dave Rubin, a man who's sincere.
When you have to cover some idiotic thing that Stelter said, or Cuomo, just these clown people, when you have to cover it, right? Or Don Lemon, as you call him, like, how do you think they live with themselves at this point when they just lie again and again? And we have the internet to expose lies. This isn't 20 years ago when you were on CNN.
You called it. He's definitely been drinking, bro.
My man's hitting the sauce. No shot.
Oh,
I can't
totally.
wait. Alcoholic fat face, Alec Baldwin style.
Oh, is that why like Val Kilmer has a huge head? Do you think?
Yeah, dude. Alcoholic
is
crazy. It just like makes you. I don't know what it is, but like your fucking.
You got
face just gets bloated.
Oh, that's interesting. Yo, he's
liver damage. I don't know. I'd be tight.
And we couldn't expose things. We can expose it now, and they still do it.
Well, I guess I would ask myself, like, I mean, I lie. If I'm really cornered or something, I lie. I really try not to. I try never to lie on TV. I just don't, I don't like lying. I certainly do it, out of weakness or whatever.
How can you say it? I'm mind fucked that he would come out and say, I lie when I'm back in a corner.
Well, because he knows nobody watches the Rubin Report.
Okay, fair enough.
And also, the ones who do watch the Rubin Report, they're vegetables.
How can you say this? Your Tucker Carlson the master of propaganda. He must be pissed drunk. I don't understand him to say, bro, I lie on my show when I'm backed into a corner. What?
I'm telling you, because he knows, like, only vegetables watch the Rubin Report.
Well, 130,000 people watch this. And by the way, Rubin, the master, he doesn't call him out. Like, wait, you fucking just said you lie on your show when you're backed into a corner? Let's listen to what his follow-up is.
But to systematically lie like that.
To lie like they lie. Now, that's a whole different story. Yeah. I lie when I'm backed into a store and backed into a corner. But to lie like them.
Without asking yourself, why am I doing this? So if these people ask them, why am I doing this? You say, well, because I want to protect
the system. Did you just say maybe lie on the show?
Okay, who's running the system? You're lying to defend Jeff Bezos? Like you're treating.
What do you lie to defend, bro? Tell us.
Murdoch, which is a very different billionaire.
Tell me who you lie. You just said you lie. Why do you lie?
Some sort of moral leader? Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding?
You lie.
Everybody loves Jeff Bezos. I like this. He's like, look, first of all, Jeff Bezos is technically my boss. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I am a Twitch
that's true.
streamer.
He's
technically my boss.
he could kibosh you.
Yeah, I mean, he's also fucking Jack. I'm not being paid to say this. He is Jack.
Oh,
he's definitely doing TRT. Anyway, allegedly. Sorry,
Wait,
boss.
TRT, the like hormone.
Testosterone replacement therapy. He might be doing HGH actually because he's got
baby blood. He got that hydro. What do you call the baby blood chemical?
What?
Yeah, you know.
Adrenochrome?
What is it called?
Adrenochrome?
Yeah, he's on that adrenochrome.
Oh, adrenochrome. Yeah. He's definitely doing everything. I mean, Peter Thiel literally has blood boys, so allegedly.
You know how there was that theory about how there was like random Amazon items for $5,000? That's where you get that adrenochrome.
I love those things. It's like so silly.
Jeff Bezos out here looking like a Superman villain.
Yeah, I mean, he's fucking Jack.
Yo, I have what he's on.
Yeah, he's got that divorce body. You know,
For sure.
good for him.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, not so much. Bill Gates is out here catching L's on fucking Judy Woodruff.
Bro, it looks like they got the Vladimir Putin propaganda scheme going on for Jeff Bezos. Because if you notice, like Jeff Bezos is looking like fucking Vladimir Putin there. And I don't know if you guys notice this, but this is a real thing. There's all these memes about Vladimir Putin and how masculine and awesome and cool he is, and it's meant to make dumb people think he's really awesome. And it's called the Vladimir Putin effect, okay? That's what I call it. And it's propaganda to make people think that he's a good person, even though he's a piece of shit. So...
He has NewsHour.
Oh, well, there's nothing new about Epstein.
He's like, he's
dead. You do that.
He's
How
dead,
dare you use your power to protect and guard the powerful?
Free speech,
even as
honest conversation.
Bro, I love the way. Pause for a second. When he says like, "How dare you protect your speech to protect the powerful?" It's like, bro, you literally do the 14 words every night. Like, who do you think is like? Does he think that like a Guatemalan abuela is the fucking most powerful person in American society? Like that's walking over the border?
Bro, you must have never have you must have never have met a Guatemalan abuela. Dude, am I seriously gonna die again?
Not every night.
The caravan is coming.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude, I know. I mean, when I think of the centers of American power, I think of a fucking Honduran migrant that walked here. Like, that's literally who I think of when I think of centers of American power.
I'm just dying to know what he just admitted to lying to about. And you know, I would assume Ruben, being such a hard-hitting journalist and conversationalist, he's going to ask him immediately on the follow-up, what do you lie about?
Dave Rubin, the weakest piece, some Catholic school kid from Kentucky. It's like a parody. Are you kidding? He's a child.
Oh, they're talking about Covington kids. Oh my God, they love their old like. You ever seen?
I got to see Ruben's follow-up.
Have you ever seen conservatives like that have like old school merch? It's like, I'm trying to find this. Maybe someone can find it for me. Oh, don't do it.
This is an electric swat.
Okay.
I got it.
It did explode. Where'd it go?
It's still somewhere.
Okay.
Bro, what the fuck? They're not even next to each other? Holy shit. My whole fucking mind was blown by that. I guess they make it look like they're closer to each other, but they're social distancing for COVID, which is smart, but fucking freaked me out when I just saw that.
It's probably on me. Okay.
You're good.
So,
just a little cook fly.
So what I was gonna say is like, there's this conservative merch that I love. It's like, I never forgave Jane Fonda because like, you know, Hanoi Jane. It's like, motherfucker, it's 2020. Like you're still wearing a shirt that like you don't forgive Jane Fonda for what? Like she's older than you. Like you're that bent over Vietnam still. Like what the fuck?
Awesome.
And they hold on to these grievances forever. Like Tucker Carlson talk about the Covington kid.
Well, they're still upset about the Civil War.
That's true.
They'll never
That was a
forget.
big L, though.
General Lee.
Yeah.
We must keep up his statues. Oh, that was a fat L.
That was a big L.
I haven't gotten over it.
It was really fucking good.
I wish to.
Participation trophies, dude. Fucking.
Wait, I'm dying for a Ruben follow-up.
Like very substantial power that we have to put pictures on the screen to
Ruben follow-up.
is
Ruben.
upward. They should have
You took us for a ride, right?
I mean, that's why Ruben forgot already.
Yeah,
I mean, Ruben's just there to seasoning. He's not doing shit.
Here's a little meme for you.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the juice. I can't.
I'll forgive Jane Fonda when the Jews forgive Hitler.
Yeah, dude. Hanoi Jane.
What did Jane Fonda even do?
She was a massive anti-war activist back during the Vietnam era.
Who was it defending Vietnam?
Psychos.
Like I thought we had closed the book on Vietnam.
Yeah, we fucking took a fat L there too. It was like, that's like, I'm, you know, Viet Cong 1, American forces 0, Taliban 1, United States forces 0. You know, we just keep taking L's with dudes in flip flops.
Right.
Using AK-47s.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a good exactly a story past it.
Oh, you were saying that Bill Gates wasn't ready for the dating world.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
this is what baby blood extract will do to you. So. Feast right.
I don't know why he doesn't get jacked like that.
Because
he should.
He doesn't want to do the work, just like me.
But like, it doesn't make you're rich enough. Just like you're not doing shit.
He wants to pay people to do shit for him. With exercising, you have to put in the work yourself.
You know he's horny.
Of course, he's fucking everything. That came out.
Yeah.
He's trying to fuck everybody.
I mean, he was like hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. So yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it came out during the divorce that he was like flirting with the secretary. He was getting handsy with everybody.
Melinda's PR team is devastating. Like, she is.
I mean, the story itself.
Bro, they put out like 13 articles about how Bill Gates loves Jeffrey Epstein on the Daily Beast alone. I was like, God damn, Melinda, you were destroying this man.
You know, she was cheap because I'm telling you, no one like a woman scorned, right? I mean, she had her finger on the button.
Yeah, I mean, she deserves it. You know, hit me up, Melinda. I'm here for you.
I'll be your baby. Would you sugar daddy Melinda?
Sugar daddy. Sugar baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sugar baby.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Whatever.
She's not a bad looking older lady. Let's pull it up.
She's a very like she looks like my.
You think she's getting strange dick?
Melinda?
Yeah.
Oh my God, are you
think she's
kidding me?
weird and wild
Yeah,
with strange dick?
She got like 220.
The fuck is happening? What are they talking about at this point?
4-year-old
Well,
models,
just-
like, you know,
they're just
if she's
rambling
into
at
it, of course.
this
I don't, you know.
Bill, you fucked up. The fact of the idea of Bill Gates, like
I feel like Melinda is, you know, she could be in some.
She looks good.
Bill definitely into some kinky stuff too.
Come on, Melinda. Just pour the baby blood on my penis and we'll take it from there. Come on, Melinda. Just take the vial and open it.
Yeah, no, he's
Is any of this like
Molecular
relevant?
after.
That's the kind of shit that he's into.
Sure.
Oh,
leftover content.
Okay, I got it. I mean, I'm a little offended.
Yeah, it is offended. It's offended me as I said it.
Yeah.
Politics. So it's like the leftover.
For an hour and 16 minutes over what we were supposed to do.
By the way, you know why it's called the leftovers? Because we're lefties and nobody likes politics. So it's like the leftover content.
Okay, I got it. I mean, I'm a little offended.
Yeah, it is offended. It's offended me as I said it.
Yeah, I mean, I love politics. I cover it for hours and hours and hours every day. So
I love politics and love and respect so much what you've done.
Oh, thank you.
And to be able to sit and have a show with you is a I'm truly blessed.
Hey, hopefully.
Now that I know that they're not this close to each other, this makes more sense. Because he's like, imagine being this close to somebody and like fucking like this. It'd be fucking weird.
The fans feel the same way.
I hope they like it.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Were you all trying to get me vaccinated?
Yeah.
All right, enough of that. All right, it wasn't too bad. It was fine. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I probably am not going to listen to any more of it. But it wasn't that bad. Still not a particular fan of Hasan, but maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was.